last time on the first session of our campaign, during a performance at a local tavern called the Boastful Boon Hall, Valxis Winterlight giving everyone a show, a child went missing, seemingly taken by a man. Have you introduced yourself to everyone yet? Or have you just been a man?
Been a man.
Been a man. A man
Mysterious.
took a child from his mother and brought him outside to his drunkard of a father. Through a scuffle, a kerfuffle, and a commoner getting knocked on his fucking ass, you guys realized that the child, who had seemingly been rescued from the situation of being taken by a man, disappeared. And out of the corner of Aphelion's eye, you saw a sewer grate close. Investigating the sewer grate, very loudly, with torches out, you guys alerted two seemingly bandit guards to the fact that you were giving chase to whoever took this child. And upon entering or dispatching of the one guard who remained as the other went to alert everyone else, you guys witnessed the bandit captain as well as one of his peons take two children out of a fenced-in area of 5 and escape through a manhole in the center of the town. Rescuing the child who was taken by the name of Kenneth and returning him to his parents. One of you gave chase in the direction that you found footprints. Others resigned to the fact that at least you saved the child in which was taken from the tavern. A note was found that gave a hint towards a town in the hills to the northeast. And you all, some of you wounded, found your places to sleep for the night. Most of you in the tavern, one of you somewhere in the streets. And that is where we begin today. So, it's the next morning. You're all waking up.
Would you say it's a long rest?
It is a long rest. Everyone long rests.
Make sure I have that go off. Okay.
So, what are you guys doing with your mornings? I would say that unless you guys actively chose to share a room, all of you got individual rooms. So, if anyone chose to share a room with another individual, you guys would have gotten your own rooms at the Boon Hall.
Jin is probably going to meander his way on down from his room and down to get food.
Okay.
I am already apologizing to the barkeep.
So you're already downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying to him?
Kind of just...
Is this part of the normal track, AJ? This feels weirdly intense. That might have been my fault.
Intense morning sequence.
That might have been my fault. Whatever this one is, we might want to take it out for the future, because this seems a little much. And that's my fault, not yours. Okay. So what are you saying? Sorry.
I say to him, I go, I forgot what voice I used for Alexis. Sorry, sorry about running out last night. There was commotion, and then, a child got kidnapped, and, I can't just stand around for that.
He's got a mug in his hand, and he's cleaning it out with a rag. Well, not sure apologies are going to cover everything. Seeing as there was a lot of rage inside my tavern after you left. But you saved a kid, and I do, as much as I like my money, care about the citizens of this city. So...
Let's go.
For now, don't worry about it. But you owe me a performance in the future. Free of charge.
Yes. Yeah. I guess I can work that out.
You can work it out.
Can I make it a free stay? Like one night if I perform here? Can that be part of the deal? No?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do you want me to roll in-game or in... D&D Beyond?
Up to you.
Okay. That is an 18 plus 6, so 24.
You rolled high, but not high enough. In a way, you haven't seen Wood squint. His eyes squint at you. And he goes, if the performance is good.
If the performance is good, yes, that
if
is.
you walk out
yeah.
again,
Oh,
the room's gonna be double.
Oh, I expect you to not let me in this bar again if I walk out, but I shouldn't have said that out loud.
I'll let anyone in my bar if they have the money to pay.
Fair enough. Right, a deal. I shall play for you after I figure out this kidnapping business.
Yeah, about that. Are you you chasing after those guys?
I mean, not alone, I hope. And you probably would like some help. I got a little dinged up last night. So,
I mean, you
hopefully.
draw a lot of attention around here.
Yeah.
Winter light in the south. What are you trying to
Is
add
it really
to your...
that big of a name?
It's the royal family of the empire. What do you mean is it that
true.
big of a name?
I mean, I just
None
didn't
of
expect that.
Mind the way I say this, but none of your people, your family, have come below the border since your great-great-great-great-grandfather left.
Fair enough.
I was
forget
around back
sometimes.
then, you know.
You,
He had people beside him, people who worshipped him on the council. And instead of fighting for what he wanted, he went and took it somewhere else.
are you disappointed in that fact, or?
The council doesn't make a lot of decisions that affect me.
Fair.
So, his departure, it's whatever.
All right. Well, a deal's a deal. I'll be back, and I will play another show for you.
You better. Here. And he turns around and then puts the mug down, turns back to you, goes, I can't generate spit, and then holds out his hand to shake your hand.
I shake it.
He grips extra tight and shakes your hand and then pulls away. It's a deal now. You've shaken on it.
I have, yes, that is true.
At this time, you would see Jin coming down the stairs. There are no stairs on the map, but down the stairs.
Hey.
And anyone else who would
Hey.
like to come down the stairs, that's totally up to you guys.
Can I pray to
I'll saunter
Yol
my
real
way
quick?
down.
Can you pray to Yol real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Like,
ahead.
I'm waking up. You know, sun's shining. Is it
We'll
shining?
continue with you guys downstairs in a second.
The sun's shining.
Sun is shining, coming right through your window, right into your
Oh,
face.
yeah.
That's what woke you up.
What was my voice for this guy?
It's very broy.
Hey, man.
Very broy, yeah.
Without saying bro and dude is very, yeah, man.
Good morning, Yol, God of joy for everything and everyone. I hope today's a wonderful day, man.
What's
That's exactly the voice, yes.
Really leaning into that Kyle.
I'm at church camp.
Praise be
Fuck.
upon you, man.
And I get up, I put my shoes on, I put my shirt on, I put my little robe on, you know, I just like, go downstairs.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
So your prayers while you're stretching?
Yeah.
Good morning, Yol. God of joy. Woo! Like fucking.
The most
radio talk
lax
show.
prayer.
Good day to be alive, bro.
You're
Welcome to
pumped
Grand
this morning
Canyon
for some reason.
201.
But, okay, you pray to
Did you
Yol.
say yo?
Yol.
Yeah, Yol.
Okay.
You wouldn't know about Yol, Aphelion.
Yeah, it just sounds familiar. OC. Sorry.
Okay, so you come downstairs. Jin, you're already down there, so you guys can have your conversation first before Drail gets down.
What are you talking with the barkeep for?
Oh, well, I was apologizing for walking out last night. You know, sort of left a show
Oh,
midway through, and then,
Right.
you know, we killed some bandits and stuff.
I
so-
killed some bandits, yeah.
Yeah, yes, you did. I don't know if I killed any. I don't remember.
Probably not. Mm.
Thanks.
No, none taken.
What?
He said thanks, and you said none taken.
Definitely thought I said no offense.
He
Anyway,
said thanks.
What?
He didn't say
Right.
no offense. You're good. You're good. You're good.
so So about my deal that I brought up last night.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in being a bodyguard for me?
As long as I can do more of that stuff, I'm in.
I mean, sure. Well, I was hoping to go after these people.
Oh, all
'Cause-
right, yeah. I mean, that was fun. Your music's good, but that's more fun. So as long as that's more to come
Thank you.
and some money,
Yeah,
that'd
I mean,
be good.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, we'll probably get a reward for saving those children, hopefully. I mean, if not, it's not that bad. I mean, it merits, saving children isn't, even though if we don't get paid for it, it's still nice.
Yeah, you could write a song out of it, and then
Yeah, exactly.
people will
Tale
like
of
it
our
more.
adventures.
Yeah, my adventure would be great. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
At
get
this
anything
point,
to eat
Terrell
yet?
comes downstairs.
No, not yet.
Oh,
Well, you
hey
got to
guys,
order it.
good morning.
Oh, fucking Christ. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, crazy night last night, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun when you were killing those people. When we were
No.
killing those people. I killed more than you, but yeah.
Oh man, I only knocked one guy out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you? I'm pretty sure I saw you kill at least 2 of them. Maybe. Yeah, you put your hand through their entire
I kind of
chest.
lean close at this point. I'm like, you sure it was me, man?
It sure as hell looked like you.
It was you, but it wasn't better than me decapitating someone.
Yo, can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
I don't believe this, dude. Oh.
Oh.
Can I roll? Can I
No.
roll a? Can I roll a
That's a
persuasion?
19.
Then?
You're not
That's
so because you're not trying to convince him of anything. You're telling the truth. So in 18, you lean in and you whisper, Noah, you sure it was me? He's damn sure it was you.
Just kind of sit back. Are we sitting at this point?
That's
You
if
guys
you
sitting
choose
at
to
this
sit.
point? Wait, were you guys sitting at this point?
I mean, I was sort of still standing at the bar, but
Yeah, I just walked up next to him.
Aphelion and Opal, what are you guys doing? Would you guys have woken up yet?
Yes, I probably would have just sauntered my way down
Okay.
to the bottom of the stairs. Try and
Yeah.
find Valxis if I can.
Okay. Opal, would you have been downstairs already, or would you have been eating, or would you have been in your room?
I would have probably. She would probably already been sitting at the table. Like she likes to wake up really early.
You
And
guys wouldn't have noticed her
she's-
at this point.
Yeah.
Between your conversations, she's kind of just sitting at a table, and it's one of those things where, because she's so small, she kind of has natural stealth unless you're looking for her. But-
Active camouflage.
But you get to the bottom of the stairs, Aphelion. Now everyone except for the man, the strange man, is present in the tavern. You guys are the only patrons right now. No one else is really around besides the bartender.
When Opal's rolling her eyes at the fact that they're just openly talking about killing and murdering people in the middle of the tavern, and she's just like, these idiots.
Mhm.
But she's not going to say anything about it.
I didn't
No,
kill anybody.
you're just actively watching.
I didn't kill anybody.
Hey, man.
Aphelion, you arrive at the bottom of the stairs right as they would have finished their last sentence about killing people.
Okay. Valxis,
It's my name, yeah. Hello?
are you planning on going after the people that we encountered last night?
We will be going after the people.
Everybody.
Are we still at the bar at this point?
You guys
Well,
are.
yeah.
Did you guys order food? None of you guys all started talking
I would
to
order.
each other.
I would order food.
Hey, how about we grab a table and we take this in the back?
For those of you who are eating breakfast, I'd say it's about 2 silver from each of you for breakfast.
Oh hell
Okay.
yeah. I get cheese bread.
So,
Sure, you get bread and cheese. Not inside
What
each
kind of
other.
meat do
It's
you
not like
guys
melted cheese
have?
and a breadstick. It's bread and cheese.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. Good, got it.
And then I'm gonna tear it open with my own little thumb and finger and just smack the cheese in there.
Okay.
Do I get a couple slices or is it a block?
It's
of
a
cheese?
block. It's like a triangular
Oh.
block, like a standard triangular
Alright,
block.
so at this point, I've broken up my bread and I'm just like taking a bite of cheese, and I'm just eating some of the bread.
Okay.
How did you even get that strong with just bread and cheese?
Well, like obviously I had milk and stuff, man. Like it wasn't just bread and cheese.
They have meat here for us to eat too. You don't have to eat bread and cheese.
Dude, it's breakfast. I don't want to have meat this morning. We just woke up, man.
For those of you who do want
And
meat,
what do you
there's
guys have?
actually-
Yeah.
For those of you who do want meat, there's actually like a breakfast stew being made.
Yeah,
in
I'll
a
take
pot.
your stew.
It's got a nice beef, little cubes of beef in it with some carrots, and for some reason they boiled eggs, chopped them up, and threw those into the stew.
Hell yeah.
For excess protein, and it's all in like some sort of broth. You can't identify what kind of broth it is, but you can grab a stew.
It's a stew.
It's a stew.
I take the stew.
Okay.
See, this is food. This is fuel.
I love how this went from we're going after them, you're all going after them, to bread and cheese, please.
All good.
You guys can
We're
continue the
concerned about eating.
conversation about Jason.
Yes.
Where
We
are
are
you guys
planning.
sitting down in relation to where like Opal is, which you could be anywhere. We don't have to look at the map for it.
I
mean,
guess
we'd
like
probably-
a big center table or somewhere. I don't know.
I mean, what are the
I
chances? that one
absolutely
of us
just
pulled-
lost my D20, by the way. Keep talking.
Oh, no. What are the chances that one of us just pulled a chair and just Opal's just sitting on it? We just don't even know.
You could.
Oh, sorry.
You, like, I mean, she's
This chair's heavier. Why? Like, when
she's
you're
standing. She would be like, well, I don't know. She'd have probably a small cup
Okay.
that she's like having stew out of, and she's just like sipping it and just eating it like that without any silverware or anything, probably.
Little of it gets in your fur. You gotta wipe it away. Yeah.
And then she takes a little like cat bath,
Mhm.
But she's
It's
just
extra
sitting on
stew
the
for
chair.
later. Just wipe it off. And
Yeah. Exactly.
Leftovers.
Leftovers.
Yeah, we'd probably choose like just a center table.
Okay. AJ, where would you be right now? Would you have wandered for the rest of the night and crashed a little late? Where would you say?
What is it called? I don't know. I mean, there's kind of like
Homeless, that's what it's called.
open areas, like maybe a church or something that I would have crashed in
Okay.
a pew.
Yeah, I'd say so. On the eastern side of the city, is quite a large cathedral. To what god you weren't able to discern in the middle of the night, but you were able to walk in freely and crash on a pew. You do get woken up this morning by a priest who shakes you awake in the pew,
Kind of
like looking down at you confused.
like
Are
I
you
wake up-
okay?
yes, just bad dreams. Sit up.
Bad dreams. Would you? But what about? We get a lot of people in here with bad dreams.
Not sure.
Hmm.
Not.
Interesting. If you need anything, the church is always open.
Right. Church.
Did you not know you were in the church? You walked right. I mean, someone saw you saunter in yesterday. It's the only reason I knew you were in the pew. You don't snore, so it's not like I heard you.
What? Sorry. We'll be going now.
Okay. Safe travels, I guess. Yeah,
Stand up and walk.
interesting lad. And he turns and walks away.
I don't know if I'd probably like wander in the direction of the tavern.
Okay.
Kind of see like what's going on over there.
Okay.
What is it called? But I'm keeping like a head down, kind of, sun's a little too bright kind of thing.
Can you roll a D100 for me?
Wait.
What?
50?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
You're dead.
Nope.
Out. That's it.
You're good. Okay, so you start
Love
wandering back into town. You it's kind of early in the morning, surprisingly. You see, people wandering about their business, some people dumping water out their windows. You have to dodge out of the way of one in an alleyway. You don't really go through like a merchant's district, really, if you're coming from the east. However, you could be making your way to the tavern, but that's going to take a little bit. Back in the tavern, what are you all discussing? How many of you are sitting together? Opal, are you still alone?
Opal probably would have finished the breakfast and made sure to walk directly past everybody to make sure that they, recognize that she is still there.
Everyone roll me a perception check that's in the room that's not Opal.
Because at this point, she would want herself to be known.
25.
Since she's just been overhearing everything.
That's a 7.
It's a 10.
I didn't see Aaron's. You said yours was an 8?
Yeah, why did my roll not go through?
Someone
chat
rolled
log.
like a 16 or something.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat log now. Yeah, you didn't. It didn't say you rolled.
Oh, you did it in D&D Beyond, didn't
Oh,
you?
did you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
But I don't even see it in D&D Beyond.
Why did it not connect to the Discord?
I don't know.
I can't even see Discord logs now either.
What?
Like mine's all grayed out. Like I can't see any of the chat and stuff in Discord.
Oh, that means Discord's probably having issues. No
Okay.
one disconnect. So you said an 8
Yeah, just
though?
for I
Okay.
can an 8. Yeah.
So Valxis, Drail, and Jin, you guys are either hyper focused on your food or hyper focused on each other and what each other is saying. Aphelion, you're wary at all times. You're in a place you've never been before. So you notice very blatantly Opal walk by, like making herself known.
She,
Drail,
like,
that
turns
cheese
and
and bread
looks.
is real good.
Dude, I know it is.
She's like,
Finn is
watching
trying to eat
everybody.
faster than him.
Hello?
What?
To
Look,
Opal.
man, you can't eat faster
Excuse
than me.
me.
I've
You
got
eat
2
so slow.
things.
You
I've got
eat so
2
slow.
things to eat,
Weren't you
man.
down there last night with us? I didn't see you walk in, but apparently you were there after we had already gone down.
She stops as she's making her way up to the bar to return her cup. And she turns around and she says,
Yeah, I was there. And I saw all of you. And I'm not entirely sure why everybody's just blabbering about murdering people this early in the morning. But maybe you should keep it down.
and then she just continues to walk up to the bar.
The other three of you, once Aphelion turns to address her, you would have obviously heard the conversation.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't get that many kills.
Perhaps,
This guy.
perhaps you may be right. We are, well, at least I am in a new city. I think that keeping a lower profile might be better.
Probably, but I also don't think they'll get mad at us for killing bandits and
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
also
kidnappers.
sitting next to the dude who was supposed to play a show here, and I wear a giant fucking animal on my head. So there's no
Aphelion.
hiding what I do.
With that same perception check, Aphelion, there's no one else in this tavern besides the barkeep. All the food was made in a back room. So whether or not that leads you to a belief of like, no one else can hear us anyways, or, you know, something along those lines, you do notice no one else in the tavern.
I'm just waving to the barkeep.
He's in the middle of like wiping down the counter, very like stereotypical barkeep, and he like stops.
I'll go back to eating.
And then goes back to wiping.
Yeah.
So, will it just be us four then?
What do you mean 4? He hired me as his bodyguard.
Well, I mean, the rest of you all welcome to come with. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have more, arms and fight or, support each other.
Yeah, but I was chosen first. Make that clear.
Look, man, it's
yes.
not a competition all the time.
Just a glare, and then looks away.
Opal hops up onto the table that everybody's like standing around. I'm assuming you guys are standing around the table or sitting at the table.
We're sitting,
Real quick, roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, if she tripped. That'd be so embarrassing.
Just gut
Smack.
just
You are
on the
2
head of
feet
the
tall.
table.
Claws
You
dig
are
into the
2 feet
table.
tall, and you're jumping like a 4 to 5 foot height table.
Okay,
14. Yeah.
14.
You do like instead of like a you don't leap up onto the table with grace, but you do jump, grab it with your arms, and pull yourself up.
Yeah. It would be a little tall for her probably
Yeah.
still. And she's like,
Wait, where are you guys going?
We're gonna go after those people we encountered.
Oh,
That's a good word.
okay.
Good word, encountered. Downstairs.
Well, I mean, if you need another pair of paws or something, and she's like looking at her claws.
and
There's a little bit of blood
like,
crusted
picking
in
them.
because you guys didn't really get to go
Yeah.
through go to bathe, and you did claw a guy's face off
yeah.
before, so you're kind of
No.
She's like picking at her claws and she's like,
Pulling out
Give me
red
another
meat
pair
skin.
of paws.
I'd hate to
I am
think
free to tag along.
Yeah, well, I would welcome it. I don't know about the rest of them, but I don't really give a shit.
she
Hey, man, I'm
her little
definitely
fist on the table and says,
Fantastic! Count me in.
she's like very eager to go for some reason.
yeah. You guys
Nobody
you guys
realizes.
notice you guys notice. Actually, I need. How many of you have a positive wisdom?
I mean, I don't. It's not negative.
Yeah,
It's
I got
not negative,
I got
okay.
If you don't have a negative wisdom, roll me an insight check.
Yeah, let's go. I'm
Oh, okay,
insightful.
insight. I don't think I'm as insightful.
No,
as
I'm not. I'm not insightful.
Oh no.
Bread and cheese.
Oh, no.
Bread and cheese.
Oh, okay. I'm actually doing pretty good with insight. 10. That's
A 9.
10 and a 9. Okay. I'd say Valxis and Aphelion, it doesn't phase you, but she did go from like a well, if you guys need someone to awesome, perfect, let's go. Like her mood immediately changed, but it's not like crazy. You're not like, ooh, she's planning something or anything. You're just like, huh, okay. She's
Okay.
excited.
She's a little excited.
Yeah. Drail, did you say out loud like, well, I'm definitely going? I think that might have been faded out because
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we
Cool,
have
so-
any leads?
5. Yes, you found a note
I
downstairs.
I
No,
forgot
Opal
to type up
the
Opal
note.
did.
Oh,
Sorry. Let me.
Yeah,
while you
let's
guys are
read out
talking, I
loud
can
to
while you
us.
guys are talking, I can type that into Discord for you
Okay.
as one of the
Yeah,
handouts.
right.
Just keep talking.
Right.
way ahead of you. I already
So-
got notes, but
So
Phil
yeah,
didn't find
the
a note, so.
that note that we found downstairs, you could read it. It was some normal note, but you said it had some other stuff in it.
yeah. There's
would-
like some sort of puzzles and riddles and shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got their boss's name.
We did.
And the city
Yeah,
that they were going to.
Yeah. What's
It's
that's the
Kaizo.
I say
Which
it.
one?
And
Do you
she's-
want the
She's
person who was
undoing the
addressed
note
to?
very
So-
slowly.
Person it was addressed to, or person
Yeah.
who wrote the letter?
The
Addressed
captain's
Addressed
name?
to.
It was addressed to Kaiso.
Oh,
Kaizo.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
his
captain.
name was Kaizo.
Well, I'm glad that you guys remembered this.
Yeah, it was just last night, you know.
Why are we missing one?
Who?
Oh yeah,
One of
was,
what?
We're
there was,
missing
there was
one.
another
What's the-
guy.
The Drifter.
Yeah.
Who?
For those of you who followed up the manhole in the city, this town center, you guys would have seen the very tail end of him running off north, and then the rest of you didn't see her. You guys didn't see him for the rest of the night. Just gone to the north.
Yeah, when I went upstairs to look where everyone went, that dude with the cloak ran off. I don't know. I mean, he was helpful. He was there. He was quiet, but he was helpful. He stayed out of my way, so that was easy.
Did anybody see him come down with us down the hatch?
What are you guys talking about?
No.
The other man.
The other
was like
man.
It was like the cat. They were already kind of just down there.
Well, he was already
Well,
ahead
yeah.
of us, so
I just
maybe he
kinda-
was already down there. Yeah.
Listen, I was just curious about what you guys were doing. Just a bunch of people going down a manhole.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like to
that-
watch things.
And she just kind of gets really like uncomfortable and is like looking around the room.
Just eyes dilate.
Anyway,
Anyways,
do we want to go find him? I'm not sure we really need
There you
to,
go.
but
Maybe
the note.
maybe even know. Oh yes, the note.
Kraylin.
Yeah, she's
Raylan.
unfolded. She has unfolded it and passed it around to everybody. So they can
no one
read
else
it.
knows.
What
how to
does
read it.
any of this say? This is
What
like
does it-
chicken
what does it
scratch.
say?
Everything
Oh,
to the
wait a
rest
minute.
of you,
Better handwriting
it
than
looks
this.
like someone stuck a bunch of letters on a piece of paper. Totally illegible. Like a child was like, these letters make sense, and then they don't.
Is this
It's
a
written. It's
language
written
for
in
the-
thieves' cant, right?
for
Yes.
Felis?
What is this?
okay, well, none of you guys can read this. I'll read it out. It says, Kaizo, bring the products to the HQ in Sedrock. Make sure you aren't followed. We can't move the operation again.
Everything there is written.
Yeah.
So it says
Okay.
bulkhead.
So it says bulkhead.
Yes. And then in quotes.
Bulkhead, we burn in flames so we may rise and serve. The Phoenix lives. So it's like a quote or something. And then the riddle is, well, I think it's a riddle. 3 to the top, 2 to the base, then press flat on the center to feel his warmth. And it's written by somebody named Kraylin.
Well,
So I don't know.
I guess our first clue is, Sedrock,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wherever the hell that is. So where is that? Does anybody know? I don't know anywhere.
I've been there. I did some hunting.
Okay.
Nothing too
That's-
fancy, but it's weird that it's in Sedrock. But we can go now. It'll be
What's
a bit.
At this
What's
point,
in
AJ,
Sedrock?
you'd be hitting the front door of the tavern if you were to go in. You're just passing it. Sorry, continue with the what's in Sedrock. Go ahead.
So is it north from here? Where is it?
Yeah.
Again, not from the
Uh,
Dithronian kingdom, so I don't know where anything is.
I know you're a little
Oh,
too well
yeah.
dressed for this area.
Thanks. Hey, maybe.
I don't know if
I
that was
think
a
it's-
compliment.
Roll me a
Well,
history
north-
check, Aaron.
Yeah, I remember you said I did know where it is, but
You know the
yeah.
general direction. Not general direction. You know you've been there.
Been there. I don't know the general direction. Yeah. 16.
Okay. You would know that based on where you are in the capital after some like finger counting and like thinking, it's to the northeast, but usually you have to go through another city to get there. No one really like scales the hills.
Yeah, so there's like a big hill in the way. So we have to go through a city and then we connect through there.
Okay.
How long would that journey be, by the way, Corey?
To get all the way there,
Yeah, would
to
I
go
know?
through the city and then go across,
Yeah, would I know the distance of that or no?
it'd take you about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get to the city, and then another week to go to the town on the right.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well,
God, I've traveled
it's
for
gonna be
months.
about.
oh,
It's gonna
You
be a
have
big
traveled
week.
2 months. This is a country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
So I'm Jin.
Right.
Might as well get to know each other if we're gonna be traveling this long.
3 weeks.
About
Maybe we
unless
should
we
get
get
some-
like
Horses? We could get some horses.
That's
We'll
if you were to
probably
take.
carriage.
So Aaron, you would know that would be if you were to take normal roads. because there's a road that leads north to another city, not nearly as big as
This one.
Belloc. That one's called Hedron.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have to go east along a dirt road to get into the hills without having to scale over the hills or travel the forest behind Belloc.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'd have to take, that's like normal roads, like what horses and, caravans would take, but we don't have to take that if you don't want, but we'd have to trek through like a forest, some terrain.
What are all of your names?
The forest
by the way?
dangerous.
I only know Valxis, and that's from the flyer, and he's also hard to miss.
I'm Jen.
Jin.
Yeah, man,
What's your
I'm
name
Drell.
again?
I'm Aphelion.
Aphelion.
And then
There's Drell.
He's just standing
Yeah,
there
I just
silently.
He did just say that.
I just said I'm Drell.
Oh,
What?
I didn't hear it. I didn't even hear it.
I heard
You
it.
gotta speak louder. You don't speak loud enough like me.
Bro, what?
Just be louder.
Right.
Opal's just kind of, she's got her little notebook out and she had stowed away the letter that they found in her, like, for safekeeping, and she's like kind of writing out some notes and isn't paying attention to anything that's going on.
So if we're doing this together, what's the decision? Do we get horses, or do we trek to the forest, or we get a cart?
Well, depends on how much a horse costs, or in a cart, and do we have the gold for it?
How many of you even know how to ride a horse?
I can ride anything.
She like she perks up and she looks up from her notebook.
That is- yes. I mean, you are the size to fit. Yes.
I mean, I've ridden a horse before, but I wouldn't call myself fantastic at it.
Mostly experienced with just walking is fine with me.
There's walking.
Ugh.
I mean,
In times where there isn't too much trouble, walking is, I find, is best when you're trying to see new places and new skies.
I mean, I guess.
okay.
Down.
I mean, yeah, the forest is nice. Yeah, the woods are nice.
Well, that's up to you guys. I have little legs, so.
I mean, I've been
Yeah.
riding caravans for months now, so
Yeah, how'd you get in here then?
caravans.
So, is that your own caravan, like since
No,
you're famous, or?
no, I'm alone down here.
Valxis, you would have very easily persuaded someone to let you ride on the back of a cart for a performance while you rode.
Mm-hmm.
You never had to pay a dime.
Never.
Or a copper, I guess.
But I don't
Well-
mention that.
AJ, what are you doing at this point? Eating, yeah.
Still eating.
There's some scraps they threw out of a weird window in the back.
Well, if you guys want to get a
Um,
horse or something, we better head into market now.
1 second, Aaron.
Oh, sorry.
Probably heading towards the square, and just to kind of like take it in, brood.
Okay. While you guys are having this conversation inside, AJ, the heading towards the square and seeing it during the daytime, it's made up of market stall after market stall. Like, people pulled carts in, whether from out of town, from in town, by donkey or by pulling themselves if they're strong enough. All assortments of things. People are still setting up, though. You don't see it like filled with anyone shopping, but people are still, taking like crates off their carts and setting them up in their stalls. Stuff that last night, it's weird how in the middle of the night how barren the town square is. But yeah, you'd be walking up to people all setting up in the square. Is there anything you're looking for in particular, or?
I have no money, so.
Okay. So you're just looking around?
Yeah, just looking around. I don't know if I can, like, it's, because I'm still like concerned about what was underneath the city, right? So I'm just trying to like look for anyone like that's maybe oddly confused, like Not confused, or like on edge.
Roll
if
me
that
an
makes
insight
sense.
check. Just a general insight check.
The 7. I rolled it in.
Okay. No one here looks really out of place. No one here looks confused. You do see someone come over to the manhole where you had pushed that crate aside and kind of like scratch his head as to why. Like he does that thing that some people do when they're really confused where he's just like, huh. And then he just gets behind it and starts pushing it back over towards his cart. Like his crate, like it was his crate. Someone had moved it. He didn't move it. He doesn't know why it was moved. Sort of thing.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like hide or be like sneaky. Just taking
you
it
just
in,
walk out
just
into
look.
the cart, into the town square. No one's really paying you any mind. They're all just getting ready. Yeah. Back inside. Now Aaron could say, do we need to go into the market to get some horses?
Yeah, if you guys are all done eating, we better go get whatever we need if we're gonna go travel for a month almost.
Hey, lead the way, man.
Yeah. I don't know where the market is, so.
Would I know where the market is?
No.
All right.
It's early in the morning, though.
Would it be easy to? Yeah, would it be easy to figure it out because of the flow of foot traffic?
If you guys stepped outside and took a look towards the square, you'd probably see the market is the square.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a market district, although off of the square are multiple roads that, like, as you guys walked in, you would have seen like a hanging sign that signified maybe a blacksmith or something. But I mean, if you guys are trying to remember something specific, like while you were traveling to the tavern, is there something specific? Like, do you want to like remember horses and then see if you recall?
Is there a stable?
Yeah, not in the city. It's outside the city. None of you would have seen a stable walking in the city walls.
We could ask around.
Yeah.
We're gonna need rations. We're gonna need at most, well, at least 3 weeks of rations. So we should probably aim for 4 weeks of rations.
Well, we will also be stopping in another city, so.
Yeah, DM note, I'm not gonna fucking hound you guys about food.
Okay.
Unless you guys are placed in a condition in which, like,
no encumbrance,
like
no rations.
No encumbrance matters. If something's too heavy for you to carry, you're not carrying it. But I'm not running by, like, you know, you have exactly this amount of weight in your bag, so you can't move anymore.
Okay.
But when it comes to food, unless you're in like harsh situations, like if you guys went into a cavern and didn't come out of the cavern for a week, yeah, food would be a little important. But if you guys are going to be traveling north, it'll be easy enough for you guys to supply for yourselves.
All right. Okay, so you guys want to go through town. We can go off road and kind of try to trek through it and shorten the trip. But if you guys want to go by the trail, that's fine.
Did Jen say anything? Actually, say anything about how many rations we would need? Because
it would be conversation. It'd be part of the conversation. Okay. I'm just saying, as a D&D, as a DM, like the mechanics, not going to make you guys fuss about it. Maybe if you guys travel for a while, I'll say while you guys are in the next city, dock this amount of silver to make up for what you lost.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and fucking make you guys like, okay, make sure you guys count out your rations. I hated that about our last campaign that I did it during the boat travel. It fucking pissed me off.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how many rations we have because we have a hunter.
Yeah, so. Jin says that as the guy who hunts beasts for a living.
Hey, true. Man, aren't you like a hunter?
Right for myself.
True.
But you're with a group.
Well, I am hiring you, so you would hopefully hunt for me too.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would hunt for you. Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Maybe Drow if he wanted to.
Always looking for handouts.
Ladies, get you a bodyguard who'll hunt food for you.
Exactly. And then get you a bard that writes the songs about you.
Hey, that's not bad. Everyone knows I'm the greatest fighter. That's all right. That's cool with me.
The start of a beautiful couple.
Are you guys heading out at this point?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. And Jin pounds on the table and stands up and walks off.
Roll me a dexterity check. Flat dexterity check.
Okay.
For the standing up part.
For the
Hold on. Hold on.
See if you
3.
black out- See if you black out
3.
from standing
You
up too quick.
Or 6 total.
You smash the table, and your bowl, which was in front of you, spins off your hand into the air and just clatters to the ground. And the bartender goes, "Hey, it's early in the morning, man. Relax.
Sorry.
You don't know how much bowls cost. I lost so much money last night."
It's wooden though.
It's not wooden. And you look down at the bowl, and it is a like an iron bowl, like a metal bowl.
Oh, it's
Or like
only metal.
stone carved.
Oh, well, it's
Are you
only
gonna pay
metal.
for it? What if that
I
broke?
saved some kids, so we'll call it even.
That's not how
Man,
this.
look, I stand up
one
for
of
him,
you
and I'm
get
just-
him in
Just keep
check.
saying that over
Look,
and over.
I'm sorry, man. He's really. I'll clean it up, and we're just.
I did a good
leaving.
deed. Is this not how good deeds work?
This is his
Okay.
one good deed he's ever done
I
in
just
his
kind of
life.
like I put my hand over his mouth, and I just kind of
Okay.
like push him out of the bar.
Hey, one of
Don't you put your hands on
you
me.
guys
Let's
keep
go.
him in check.
Yes,
You're not
sir.
stronger than me.
We'll-
You're not
we'll
stronger
do.
than me.
Yes, sir, man. We
Do you
got
guys want to have a
this.
contested strength?
Yeah,
ahead.
You're stronger than me.
Contested strength rolls.
They're just doing this and we're leaving.
Okay, let's just go.
A 7.
plus 4
Yeah,
is
he's
16.
you hear what you guys hear. The rest of you hears. "You're not stronger than me, fuck it."
Yeah.
And you're just being
They're just fighting and we
pushed
just walk
out.
off.
Like, dude,
At this
dude,
point, I'm holding him, and I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, Mr. Barkeep, man. See you later."
it's getting increasingly frustrating for you, Aaron. Aaron, it's increasingly frustrating that as you're like fighting back, dude, he's overpowering you. You're like, no, hey, and he's pushing you. You get pushed out of the
Hell,
the
look at me.
tavern. You're outside now. You guys don't have to move the tokens. This map is
Don't
now
you-
null and void for the next hour at least.
Don't let that moment think you're stronger
We're
than me.
going over to the square.
I did not design a market for the square.
There's
wanna
a
know-
square over
But I
here,
see,
though.
I don't see him over there at all from this point of view, but I do.
We're going to the square.
I did not design the square in Tailspire. Tailspire right now with what we have is specifically for combat.
Yo, what up,
Gotcha.
What was that 9? Was that to get rid of dice?
I was trying to click it to get rid of it. I
Okay, you're
clicked
fine.
wrong.
All right, so we're
So,
looking for a horse.
AJ,
or carriage.
are you just hanging around the square this morning?
A
Yeah.
horse
Okay.
or more than one horse?
Well, horses, but yeah.
Okay, I'd say at
or
this
2
point,
horses in a car.
for the rest of their conversation and getting pushing Jin out of the tavern, at this point the markets are ready to go. You see a few people filing in from different different streets and different alleyways, like stepping up to look at produce or things that are on display. There's actually smaller market stalls that are kind of advertising for bigger shops that have you'll see one guy leaning over his cart being like, "Oh, if you look that way, down there, take a left, that's my shop." But it seems like just a normal market day as people are starting to file in.
Horses in a cart, right?
Yes. Probably. Probably be cheapest for 2 horses in a cart.
Okay.
So
Jin's gonna
yeah.
walk up to just any vendor. Where's your guys' stables at?
Where? what kind of vendor does he walk up to?
What kind of vendor do you walk up to?
The first one he sees.
Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Some farmer.
2 D10s.
Okay.
Opera GX is failing for some reason.
63.
63. Okay. You walk up to a stall. A guy is currently finishing laying out fish down on his stall. And he goes, "What? What?
I'm new here. Where's your guys' stables at?
Are you being serious?"
No, he's not. And I kind of grab him and I go,
Don't touch
we're
me.
joking.
Whoa, hey. Wait a second. Hold on. All right. Do you genuinely not know?
I know.
No.
I'm just testing you.
Roll a
Look,
deception
man,
check.
What?
Oh no.
Oh man.
And
10. Sure you are. Well, I'm sleeping in my bed tonight knowing where the horses are. Good luck!
I turn to Jin and I go, let me do the talking next time.
He's
Can I
just
walk up-
angry. He has
can
to
I walk up
travel
to
so
the
far to
same
sell
man?
fish.
Okay, you walk up to the same guy, Drell.
Hey man, I'm
How
really
can I help you
sorry
today?
I'm really sorry about my friend, man.
Yeah.
Would you actually happen to know where the horse stables are? We are new to town, though.
I mean,
Oh my god.
there's only one entrance into the town, and the stables are literally right there.
Oh, you're a
Like,
lifesaver.
outside
Thank
the
you so much,
walls.
man. Thank you so much, man. We'll be on our way. Thank you so much.
We're so dumb.
He looks over, and his wife is like, or what could be his wife, is slowly like unpacking something, and he just goes, "Tourists."
Opal would like to buy some fish from that man.
Okay. You also walk up to the cart.
Yeah, everybody's just walking up one at a time. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
No, this is seriously what's happening. You guys are all walking up one at a time.
Yeah.
So you walk up to the cart. I need you to. Are you saying anything?
She's just like looking over the fish, but I want to know if the guy actually like notices her because she's just looking at like the bottom row.
He rolled a
and-
natural 20 on perception, so he saw you walk up.
Okay.
If he didn't, he was gonna not know that you're sitting on the front side of the stall at 2 feet tall. But
Okay. So she's just walking up and is looking at all the fish, and her mouth is just like watering, and her eyes are real big. I mean, they're always real big, but
They're
technically,
dilated.
yeah, you can't tell, but they are. Because she doesn't have any pupils.
okay.
Quit looking at me with those
By the
big
way.
eyes.
Well, noticeable pupils, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
They kind of blend in with the iris part of her eye. And she looks up at the guy, like, almost in a childlike way, and is like,
How much is this one?
and she points at a big fish. And it's, like, almost as big as she is.
He looks down at you and then looks over and goes, "Ho ho! Big spender? I mean, that's a good catch. That I battled with that thing for at least 2 minutes."
Yeah, it looks like something I want. That's for sure.
He squints his eyes and he goes, "First time you've been in the city?"
Here, yeah.
Are you with them? Points at the others.
Pretty funny.
I have my back to them and I'm cuddling shyly looking away.
They're, like, waving at her, telling her to come over, and she's like,
No.
Roll me a deception check.
I met them at the tavern.
Okay. Well, if you're at that point, you're technically not lying. So, he goes,
she just kind of shrugs. But would he believe her is the real question.
"How embarrassed do you look that you met them at the tavern and that you're associating with them?"
And as he points, she turns and looks and then turns back really quickly and, like, very quickly says, "No, but I just met them at the tavern."
He believes you.
Okay.
He goes, "Be careful around them. Not the brightest." This one right here. And he, like, slaps the fish, and you see, like, drops of water just go flying out. It is my best catch of the day, but, I mean, seeing that missing spot's gonna make people think that, I'm doing good business. Or that I didn't catch enough. And he, like, starts to contemplate whether or not it's a good business
no.
decision to, like, get it off his table or not.
Okay, I see you're having some trouble here. What about the next biggest fish?
Well,
This
hold on.
And she points to another one.
He goes, "Hold on, wait a second. I want to sell that one.
Okay.
Are you not in the market anymore?
Oh well, I am in a market for a fish.
That fish? Or do you want this second fish
I do-
that's clearly not as good as that fish?"
I would like the biggest fish.
That's what I thought. Okay. 5 silver, you take it off the table right now.
Absolutely.
Done and done.
She opens up her little pouch and takes out 5 silver, and like just goes around the side and hands it to him.
Like leans over that. Like once you start digging in your pouch, he like leans over the table to hold his hand out for it.
Mm-hmm. And she plops the little silver pieces in with her tiny little paws.
He like shakes it around in his hand.
Wrap this up and stuff.
Do you want me to wrap it up?
Could you please?
Absolutely. And then because like he was ready for you to just be like, no, and take it with you. So he pulls the fish up and wraps it in front of you in like it's a thinner parchment type paper, and then double wraps it and then presents it down to you. It's pretty big. I'm talking like a foot long. It's half your body size.
Yeah, she's like just holding it up in front of her like this, and she's like got this special thing, and she's like in love with it.
Okay.
She's like,
You have a
thank you
fish?
so much.
You're welcome. Come on back. Listen. You come to Earl's Fish Emporium. It's
Earl.
Yeah, Earl. He goes, it's north. There's a building. Listen, we don't really have docks here, so I spend a few weeks out of town, come back with as much as I can. Sometimes I ride out in the morning. It's a whole thing. But you come down to the Fish Emporium. We actually keep them alive down there in their own. I made a deal with the glass blower. He gives me these tanks, and I keep them alive in the tanks, and then I bring them out here for stock instead of killing them the way a lot of fishermen would. It keeps my business alive. Just don't tell anyone. That's a trade secret.
Oh, okay.
But I'll have it. Hey, you become a returning customer. I'll hook you up with a discount.
Oh, that sounds great. No, I'll make sure to come back.
Good to know. And what was your name?
Opal.
Opal! Earl. And he leans over to shake your hand and then goes, you got your hands full.
Yeah, she's like just carrying this fish like this. She's like,
yep.
And he goes, well, you have a wonderful day and enjoy your catch from Earl's Fish Emporium.
Thank you, Earl.
And she turns around and like starts waddling towards everyone else. And she's like, look what I got.
You guys see Opal coming around with a fish that is half the size of her.
Do you need help with that?
Drail, it sounded like that the fishmonger was making fun of your intelligence, but I think that you look like you have average intelligence.
I think you have at least average.
The dial-up sound is
Valxis, roll me a perception check.
Oh my god.
Hello?
17, you would notice AJ's character in the market kind of just walking around. AJ, roll me a perception check.
Hey, well, man, what'd you say your name was again?
Me? I'm Aphelion.
Well, thanks, man. It means a lot to me.
9.
I said it was average. You want to be better than average.
Hey, man, average is okay with me. I'm okay with it.
Not with me.
11?
11? You two literally like lock eyes. You guys see each other at the same time.
I do the Spider-Man meme thing where I go.
He waves back instead of like throws a hand up instead of like pointing back at you.
What are you doing? What are you pointing at?
It's the guy from last night.
Who?
Jin turns around.
I also turn around. I don't know who they're looking at. I have no recollection of who.
Yeah, where? And he's like doing that weird head ducking thing where it's like for some reason if you duck you'll see it better.
I walk over to him.
Okay, no, that's who it is. Okay, I see now.
Yeah, once he points him out, you guys all see the
Hey.
man who kidnapped a kid last night.
I just follow Vax's.
Although really only Aphelion saw that he kidnapped the kid and then he went invisible before anyone else noticed. So
Yeah.
unless Aphelion pointed out that he was the one that did the kidnapping actively to the rest of you, none of you know.
I'm a little bit unsure at the moment because he ended up being down there and then fighting with
And he
us,
was very
so
clearly
I'm
helping
a-
you guys.
I'm a little
You guys,
unsure.
you guys saw him blast some magic missiles at the captain as he was trying to escape.
Okay. I go, hey, you were down in the sewers with us last night.
Yes.
I stick out my hand. I stick out my hand and go, Valxis Winterlight. And you?
Ben.
No last
Very
name.
stiff handshake.
Well.
Nobody really has a last name besides Velxus.
Nope, I am
Is there
literally the
middle of
only
this
As
one with a
far
last
as
name.
I am aware, based on what I have seen as a DM, he's the only one with a last name.
Yep.
In the middle of this marketplace, as we're all kind of in a group following Valxis, who is watching?
Roll me a perception check.
Watching what?
Just like
Us.
who is watching us? It's a 19
Everyone.
plus 6, so 25.
After the question about the horses,
Yeah, we're gonna start screaming about
I mean
kidnappers and
the
murdering people.
Earl is definitely like kind of still watching you guys while he unloads more fish. The market's slowly starting to fill up, but the stalls that don't have people at them, those merchants are kind of just like really confused at the group of people who are standing in the center of the square right now, like not really doing anything. But no interesting, like, and no one stands out as specifically watching you, besides some of the merchants who are kind of just like, they look a little confused as to why this large group of people of very seemingly different races and backgrounds are all just kind of like in a circle in the middle of the square.
Oh, also, Opal usually has her hood up. She doesn't have her hood up at the moment, so everybody can see.
That would be another
her
reason
entire,
people
like,
are
face and
staring.
stuff.
Felice aren't super common.
Yeah. So everybody would
Little
notice
kitty
that
cat
she
with a
is there.
fish half her size.
Yep.
Hanging out with
easily-
a blue tiefling.
Just very
Right.
easily took Earl's biggest fish.
Mhm.
And everyone's kind of like, huh. And you
We
see
seem
some of
to
them
be-
some of them start to like dust off their stalls a little bit more, kind of like, oh, maybe these guys are big spenders. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold
Gotta
on.
get my good stuff.
Wait
out.
a minute. Hey.
One of them
I-
catches your eye, Aphelion, as you're scanning, and just goes and like presents
Please
the table
come
of
buy
stuff.
my things.
It looks like they're like a fabric salesman.
I turn to Valxis and kind of in the conversation with the
That's
man.
the other thing too. Keep in mind you have a winter light in your walks.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we should keep a low profile. We know where the horse stables are now, but I don't think that the best place to discuss what happened last night is in the middle of this market. As
Oh,
I'm
I
looking
wasn't.
around at,
I
like-
mean, I wasn't going to discuss. I was
We
mostly
could go
just
back
going
to
to
the
ask.
pub.
oh, okay.
I'm not
just
going back to the
letting
pub. Let's just go get these
Tavern
horses.
RP.
Everybody's gonna think
Tavern
you're
RP.
heroes.
Tavern
though.
RP.
I'm not saying that we should go back, but maybe not stop in the middle to talk in a huddle. A huddle
Right.
draws attention.
Right. I turn to Ben and I go, "We're gonna go after what we encountered last night. Would you like to come with us?"
Sure.
Ooh,
Can help in whatever way I can.
that makes 6. All right.
Who is this guy?
He was the guy. We'll talk about it on the way there. On the way to
He's the
to
guy.
stalls.
You said
He's
your
the
name
guy.
was Winterlight.
Yeah, Valxis Winterlight. Yes.
Is that like, are you pretending or?
No, I'm from the Winterlight Empire.
Hey, he just called you a fake. That's fighting words.
Literally part of the royal family. Yes.
I like you, Ben.
Well, little far from home.
A little bit, yeah.
We should get moving.
Quite literally in the capital of a foreign nation. Yes. Very far from home.
Shrel's like big-eyed looking at both of them while they each talk individually.
But yes.
The
Can
horses.
somebody please take this fish? My arms are tired.
I take the fish.
She's like,
Hey man, no worries.
you.
For
Don't
you,
eat
Trell,
that.
it's not that big of a
That's
fish.
mine.
No,
It's like you can pick it up with one hand and like it's nothing. It's just a small fish. Not small,
New
but
weapon.
it's
New
not
weapon.
like Noah. It is not orally with a stuffed tuna size.
mm.
Okay.
But
So-
yeah, you easily can store it or hold on to it for her.
That
Do I have a backpack?
bandit last.
I do. I put it in my backpack.
Okay.
half of it's just sticking out.
So what were you saying, AJ?
The bandits, yes.
We followed them north. Didn't really didn't find anything.
Well, our small companion here, for the time being, seems to have decoded a message saying that they were heading towards Sedrock.
Yeah.
Did you know anything about that?
AJ, history check.
Corey, would I know anything about that?
History
Are
check.
you doubting what I know, Aphelion? Is what I know not good enough?
I'll tell you exactly
A
what I
wider
know.
range of information is always better.
Plus.
+4.
Okay. You were present for the founding of Sedrock. Actually, you were in the hills at the time. You helped build their town hall.
Oh.
Fucking boomer.
Yes, I was there during the placement of the cornerstone.
You were there?
We were there.
What? Who?
Look at
I wasn't there.
AJ, I'm gonna DM you something.
Whatever.
Just keep going.
What?
I could know more than him. He's just a builder.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was that?
Yeah, 6 years maybe.
6 years.
6 years?
This is
I would have said
Okay.
to roll a d100.
This is a
in that.
baby country.
Baby.
I love this shit.
It's a baby city, but yeah.
The newest city.
Can I do I believe him that it's been 6 years?
Insight check.
Okay.
AJ, what? AJ, you said 6?
It's a 17.
Deception check.
6 years.
He's just BSing.
Corey's like, yeah, dude, it might be 6 years
Oh,
old.
fuck, I rolled indeed to be on. It's a 19.
I roll a
Do
17.
you believe him that it was 6 years?
6 years. It seems like a young city.
AJ. What?
We talked about this.
I know, but we also talked about what. I mean, did you see what I just DM'd you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do a history check?
Was it?
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Yep, 6 years sounds right.
6 years is about it, yeah. We're just making the lore up
Or
as
maybe
we
it was
go.
2.
1 second.
God damn it.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. So from what you understand, the Nat 1, dude, this guy has never told a lie in your life. As far as you've known him, this guy's the most truthful guy you've ever seen.
He's a saint.
Valxis, you're trying to like catch something. You're reading his face, trying to catch a glimpse of deception, and he's 6 years. He believes it's 6 years. Whether or not it is 6 years, you don't have a history book, but he is very
Alright,
confidently and defiantly saying 6 years. He was there at the
Well.
cornerstone placement.
And it will be good to have you around. Since you know, hopefully you know who's there and maybe who runs the city. Since you were there.
I could
At the
know more
cornerstone.
too, by the way.
Jin, shut
my
up,
God.
man.
I look at
Hey,
Jen
I just
and
did my traveling too.
I just like look at him and I go, uh-huh.
What do you
AJ,
mean?
when you helped build the town hall, you would know that it was under not the rule of, but the governance of a Mayor Genfrey. And if you want more details on him, I can give you more
we are-
details. But
We are
I
headed to the
think,
stables.
The mayor, his name was Genfrey, may be able to
Genfrey.
make our acquaintance and help us out.
Did that
Hopefully.
have been a walk and talk?
I mean, yeah, we probably were walking towards the stables.
Do you guys need anything else while we're here?
And she's like pointing at all the stalls as we're walking away. And she's like looking back and looking at all the shiny things that are in all the stalls and wanting to look at
Oh
them.
no.
I
I think we're
mean-
good. Let's just get some horses. Maybe not get horses. I don't know how expensive they are.
Yeah.
Opal's like Loki trying to get you guys to spend all of your money so you can't get horses. She's not even realizing. She has no clue. She's like,
You sure you don't want to buy these shiny things? Are you
Yes.
positive?
What do we
Positive.
need shiny things for?
I mean, my jewelry's still pretty okay.
Are you a
Now that he
sorcerer?
mentions it, you guys actually see Foxus is wearing a good amount of jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks real fancy compared to anything you guys have seen.
You just wear that shit openly, huh?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
And you don't know how to fight or anything?
I mean, that's why I'm hiring you.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well, I guess we should try to tuck some
So,
of that in. Just
How
like
have
a
you
little bit.
how have you just gone this long without having anyone rob you?
I know, right?
Is it just because you're
he
famous?
told us he drove by carriage. He was in a carriage
Well,
this whole time.
Dude, carriages get raided all the time. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
He was just lucky then.
Mm.
Yeah, how did you get here? Like, actually,
They are
now,
pretty
that-
shiny,
yeah,
aren't they?
Calxus,
they're really shiny.
your trip south.
So how much
beyond-
am I getting
beyond
paid for?
getting free transportation? There were people who were more than willing to, like, there are people who defend caravans, especially in the Dithronian kingdom, which is something you weren't used to, because in the Empire you just travel freely without issue. Most caravans had like bodyguards, and if you were attacked, which the worst thing you would have had to deal with was maybe wolves, they specifically guarded you. Almost like thinking they were gonna get something out of it, or like a story for themselves of like,
Yeah.
well, I protected a winterlight the other day, kind of thing. But there were guards for the caravans, so you didn't need any special treatment, even though you got it.
Well, I mean, my caravans were guarded. It wasn't like I just went on, by myself again. Caravans.
Jin and Drill, you guys came by caravan into the city. You guys were traveling from the hold on.
Yeah,
That place. 1 second. I have this one named. That's why I'm like looking for it. Okay, do not participate in that, because now you're making it worse for me in my head. You're making it worse.
Like Tinglefoot or something.
That's not even fucking close. Literally not even close.
Well, Drell's just making stuff up because he doesn't.
Drell
remember,
is making stuff up.
He blacked out during that time.
You guys were in Tressmol.
Yeah, it was Trestle.
Fucking goddamn it. I didn't think I'd have to come up with that. I didn't think I'd have to look at that right now.
Opal's looking around as if Drell is answering some higher being is feeding him information. She's like
what you see from Drell is actually like, you know how if a character is lagging, they have like a buffer. It's like there's an imaginary spinning wheel above his head that is just as he gathers the information. But yes, you two came from Tressmol on the Kalale border, and you guys, there were, now that you remember, a couple people with spears that were like guarding, but technically like leading the caravan.
Well, since you got all that fancy jewelry, should be no problem buying 2 horses and a cart, right?
Yeah, 2 horses in a cart on
Should be
Valkyrie.
no problem.
Perfect.
All right, guys, let's go to the stable.
Jin puts his
You
hand
guys,
down
I'd
for a
say,
little high five.
if you guys want, this could have been walking and talking. If there's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
you guys
walking
want to
and
do in the
talking.
center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking
You
and
guys
talking.
get to the you guys get to the gates, and for those of you that entered the city in the last day, which is most of you,
I think so, yeah.
entering real easy. You guys, gates were open. You guys funneled in. As you guys are approaching the gate, there are multiple guards blocking the gate. Like upwards of like 10 to 12 guards. All
Excuse
clad
us.
in Dithronian colors, which we're going to go with a nice red and gold.
Hey, excuse us.
Damn, I'm back in high school again.
We
That's also my branding colors.
just gotta get out of here, man.
So you guys, so you're walking up to them and saying, we just need to get out of here?
Yeah.
We're not getting out of here. We need to go to the stable.
Halt!
What?
You're not going anywhere just yet.
What?
Nice
State
one.
your purpose. Where are you going?
Outside.
Not outside. We're going to the stable.
Outside.
We're
Oh, the
on our
stable's
way
outside.
to-
Yeah.
One at a time. Hold on.
Oh my
Wait,
No,
god.
the stable's outside.
He like thinks
put
for a
my
second.
hand
He's
up.
looking between all of you, and he goes, "Yes, you.
Yeah, we're going outside
Why?
to get some horses.
Okay. Get the notebook out." And one of the guys next to him just like fundles and pulls out a notebook and like gets ready to. He's like, "Shit, I didn't bring the feather." Fuck. And he's like, "You didn't bring the feather. Fine, then you're in charge of remembering this." Okay. How long have you been in the city?
Like a night for
Like
us,
a
right,
night?
Dro?
Like a night, like a day.
Interesting. You're remembering
Yeah.
this? One day they got here. So you got here yesterday.
Yeah.
Got here yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, is that just you two or everyone?
No, it's
Why,
all of
why
us.
are
We're all
we
leaving.
being questioned?
Hey, because there's reports. There's people taking kids.
That's what
Oh.
we're looking for.
We
actually.
You
stopped
guys,
we stopped them
we
last
got-
night.
There were missing children, but then apparently there's been a lot of murder. There were like 15 dead bodies in a sewer.
What? There was dead people. No
Yeah.
way.
You hear one of them on the right
Huh.
go, "Yeah, there was dead people."
You
What?
can eagerly see Jin ready to just
That's
belt out,
crazy.
yeah.
On the left
I-
side, on the left side, or their left, your right, you actually see one of them like kind of doing that like squinting suspicious eyes at all of you, and then his eyes lock on
Yeah,
Valxis and he
so
goes,
we
"Hey,
really
wait a
need
second,
to-
didn't you? I was supposed to be
What?
attending your performance yesterday. Where'd you go?"
He,
Well, thank you for coming to my performance for the time that I was there.
Performance.
I will be performing again in the near future.
Oh yeah. Where are you
yes.
going while you leaving the city?
We're gonna go after those kidnappers.
We're going to Sedrock.
Right.
Like Jin is trying to tell him.
You're going
Sedrock.
after the
I love them.
kidnappers. You're fucking funny. No, seriously, where are you going?
Tell him
Well,
Sedrock.
we're
That's where we're going.
We're going to Sedrock. We're going to
Yeah.
Sedrock. That's where we're.
Sedrock?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a farming town. Why would you be going to Sedrock?
He's got a show to play.
Yeah. Well, maybe I
Yeah.
want to go
So-
visit.
oh, I'm
visit-
sorry. So Bellock's not good enough for you, but Sedrock is?
yeah,
Yes.
man, not enough stands out here.
roll me a deception check.
my god.
At disadvantage, because this guy's pissed that you bailed on the performance.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I rolled a 13
13
plus
plus
6. That's 19.
He goes,
Oh shit.
okay. Hey, you know what? You might think that, but us Bellockians will remember that. Bellockians? Is that what you think we're called? Well, what else are you going to call us? Citizens of Bellock? Bellockians.
I like
Idiots.
Balakian.
Malakian keeps it short.
It's fun. I
It's
like
a
it.
mouthful.
Blocking.
Bellockian.
Last time we were here, they called you Bellites.
Bellites? Hey, did they call us Bellites? There's like murmuring. There's like murmuring, and they're confused. And then one guy kind of like shoves another guy, and he goes, "Hey, I didn't know that's what we
Anyway.
were called."
Anyway,
Could
can
Opal
we
try to
Oh, man.
sneak past everybody, like under their feet, while
Sure,
they're all
roll
like,
me a stealth check.
talking?
Holy
18.
shit.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Past 10 d20s plus whatever perception that they have.
I'm rolling a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards.
I
I
forgot how many there were.
So there are like 10 to 12. 11 of them don't notice you.
Oh no.
Nice.
The last one sees you and is like following you with his eyes as you like walk past the guards who are arguing about whether they're called Bellion? What is it? Bellites? And
Bellites.
you walk up to the gate and he's just looking at you. Just staring at you. He's just followed you. You're now
There's
standing
like-
at the gate with 10 of the guards, or 11 of the guards not noticing you're there.
Oh, a
Corey,
kitty.
Anyway,
What's up?
Very nice.
do I know any other way out of the city?
Roll me a history check.
Hey, so are we good to go here, man? Like,
yeah, can
What's
we
the hold
can
up?
we leave or
No,
or-
you cannot go. Natural 20. As far as
It's a
you know,
24.
as far as you know, Belloc was designed with one exit and one exit only that is accessible by the public, but you've heard, not seen, you've heard, there's a way for the king and queen to get out if they need to. You just don't know how or where, but there's a way for them to get out if they need to. But as far as you're aware, stone wall around the whole city. It's one of the only walled-in cities in the world. Weirdly defensive, but
It's in the sewers.
maybe not.
King
I
of
don't
the
know.
court.
Is there a,
I don't know.
So
There's
you're
some, like,
standing at
very
the Opal,
gate-
you're standing at the gate.
Dungeons.
It's a massive gate. I'm
She
talking
wouldn't be able
like
to fit through it, right?
no, it's like wooden and shut. There's no
okay.
there's no
So it's
slats.
like
It's not like a it's not
solid
a
gate.
yeah, it's not a
You couldn't see through it.
yeah, what's the word? I can't think of the word of the thing that
Portcullis?
yeah, it's not a portcullis. It's a gate, like a wooden gate.
yeah.
They have to call for it to open. It's almost like a drawbridge,
Okay.
but as you look around, it's definitely a pulley system. But you're now standing
Okay.
behind most of the guards, with one of them just looking at you.
So, what do we got to do so we can get out of here?
You need to give us more information, okay?
Look, man, we're going after the kidnappers. We're trying to get
How
some
am I
horses.
supposed to believe you're not the kidnappers?
I don't even know where the kids are. That's why we're looking for them, man.
Why would you say you don't know where the kids are? That's a weird. I didn't ask you where the
Because
kids
why
were.
would you think I was a kidnapper?
Why wouldn't I think you might be a kidnapper?
I
Oh
don't
no.
know.
You don't know? Well, I don't know. Now we're both not knowing things, and we need to be in the know. It's why we're the guards of the front gate.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Well,
why we're
I
the
am-
guards of the front gate, and I turn around and stand with them.
Yeah, the
I
GSG. What's he doing?
Yeah,
I
of
guess
course.
he's one of us now.
Step forward.
Welcome to the service, sir. What's your name?
Hey, my name's Drell. How's it going?
Nice to meet you,
Oh
Drill.
my God.
Shakes your hand, and then you hear the one behind him slaps him in the back of the head and goes, "Hey, no, he's not part of the guard. We don't even know why he's here." Well, what do you mean? He just said he's going to be part of the guard. He's going to help us. No, you idiot. He's not going to help us.
Is the gate open?
No.
So,
Completely
so I
shut.
turn around to the guy that just smacked him. I'm like, so we can't go then?
Not yet. We just need information. You're making this harder than it has to be.
Listen, do you have any more questions for us?
Yes, but you're arguing without answering.
Alright,
Can we
alright,
ask
hit me
them
with-
its
hit me with the-
procedure?
then? Hit me with the next question then.
Okay, so you got
I
just to be
crossed my
clear,
arms.
because we don't have the notebook right now. To be clear, make sure all the information is gathered. You all got here yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all come
we
together
don't
and-
know, Drell. Just you and I came yesterday.
Oh, just me and
Okay,
him.
so you two. Okay,
Yeah.
Orkman plus his name's Drell. Drell plus.
How do you spell that?
I don't have my notebook. And then he. Did you say that in character, Opal?
No.
Okay.
She's not saying anything. She's still.
So
like,
he's like
hiding behind
pretend
everyone.
writing on his hand with his with as if he had a feather because he thinks it's gonna help him remember. Okay, so Drill. Okay, and your name and points at Jin.
Jen.
And Jin got here yesterday. Rest of you, wait. Where's the small one? She's out there. And he turns around and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I didn't even notice that she went up there.
None of you did.
No.
What are you doing? And he's looking at Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're supposed to be over there.
You guys aren't very good guards,
No,
are you?
it's fine. You stay. Oh, are you gonna push the big door
I,
open?
I wouldn't.
Maybe I could.
don't-
Oh yeah,
I-
prove it.
How many other people are like getting?
Yeah.
up
I
now?
like.
There
What is the
are-
line that we're holding up?
I need you two specifically, Ben and Aphelion, roll me perception checks.
What's the line that we're holding?
We're
up?
just like, there's like 4 of us arguing, and you guys are just like, oh shit. Dude.
20. Dirty 20.
You guys,
I think we should
you
guys
guys
go.
notice that the more intimidating and angry-looking guards are posted up on barricades around the gate. Some of them are looking down. One of them sitting there with his arms crossed, tapping his foot. But the other ones seem dead focused on holding their position, looking out.
Look, come
listen.
on, man. Just let us pass.
No one else is really like paying attention to you guys. You guys are just at the gate arguing.
Hi, can I
Yeah,
speak?
so-
Can I
wait,
speak for my
hold on,
group?
Hold on.
Yeah.
The rest of you got here
Right.
yesterday?
Yes.
Swan?
God, how long have I been in the town?
A day.
God.
A day, maybe
You
two.
would know.
A day to two. Yeah, your entry was noted. We have that noted, right? Yeah. Valxis Winterlight, we got that
It
one.
was
Yeah.
Thank you.
Probably. We don't have the notebook.
They do have the notebook. They don't have the pen.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's right.
He pays attention.
That's
Good for
part
you.
of my job. I had part of my job as a bard to pay attention.
It turns around and looks at Opal. Little one, when'd you get it?
I don't know, like a day or so.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go down the line. Why are you here each? Okay, you, sir, and points to Ben.
Way travel.
I'm sorry, what was that? Way travel? Traveling? Okay. Traveling. You, sir, and he points over at Drell.
Oh, me? Well, I came in to see Valxis, and I pointed at Valxis.
Makes sense, came to see Valxis. You, sir, Jin.
I'm here because Drell's here. So
Yeah,
Val
So
said.
you two were like,
Yeah, we traveled together.
sure.
Yeah.
Writes down here for Drell, who's here for Valxis in his mind, but like in his fake hand pen. Points over at Aphelion. And you?
Well, are you meaning in the last day or so?
Well, you
What
said you
is-
got here yesterday. So why
Well,
are you here?
In the city or living in this world or are we
Why would
Phil,
I
it
be
is
asking
deeper
why
than
you
What
that.
is your
living?
purpose?
Should you not be living?
To spread butter.
No,
Are you paying attention?
I just meant
I asked every
In the
single
la-
one of them why they were here. And this guy's all like, here in the world. He looks over at another guy, and another guy's like, listen, man, we just do our jobs. Doesn't matter how dumb anyone
here to
comes up
see
to us.
here
is.
to see Valxis.
Oh, also here to see Valxis, sure.
To be honest, I'm not actually sure.
Looks down at
I'm just
Opal,
kind of going around.
And why are you here? In Belloc. To be specific.
Be specific. Well,
No, I was being specific by saying Belloc,
Oh,
so you didn't give me
in
your life
here.
story.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah. So I was just traveling along one day,
Uh-huh.
and I
Just
saw
one
this
day.
poster
Poster, right?
that had this guy on it.
That guy right there.
Yeah, she points at
Valxis
Valxis.
Winterlight, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, you know, that
Uh-huh.
winter lights are not in there up north.
Well,
you
is
know.
it? Oh, is it a big deal that Mr. Winterlight's here? And he goes, yeah, it's a big deal. There's no Winterlight's ever been down
He has
here.
no idea.
He has no idea. He goes, no Winterlight's ever come down here. Did you learn that at school? I didn't get a chance to go to school. I'm sorry that you're so poor.
Oh,
I point to the one who said who says he's poor, and I go, I like that one.
Yeah. He goes, what?
That's your favorite
Not
thing to say.
everyone's as fortunate as you. We're both doing the same job, so what's that say about your damn education? And he goes, it's a good point. I'm going to shut up now.
Anyways,
but continuing, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm
Madam,
here to see
ma'am,
that guy.
miss?
ma'am.
Ma'am, got it.
Sure,
Ma'am.
miss.
Miss? Oh shit! Scribbles
I
out.
don't know.
No,
What does that
no
mean?
feather. He scribbles out nothing that's there and writes miss. Wait, what's you mean? What's it mean?
What does that mean?
It's like a title.
What's
It's
the difference?
Mr., Miss, Madam, Ma'am. What's the difference for what?
What's the difference between a miss and a ma'am?
What's the difference between a miss and a ma'am? I don't know. They don't teach you miss and ma'am in school. It's your preference.
Oh. Mm.
Take your time.
She just nods. That's
Okay.
it. She doesn't acknowledge anything.
He like
She's
says
"Oh."
out loud while he's fake writing, all of them.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
So you all saw Poster, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Winterlight's not
Yes,
supposed to be
he's
down
very
here.
famous.
Yeah,
very famous.
Very
you know,
famous. He's
extremely famous.
Would
Hey, why don't you
okay.
guys ask us this kind of stuff whenever we come into the city? Wouldn't that be better?
Well, because there wasn't a mass murder and kid findings before you came in the city.
Hmm.
You're telling me this all happened last night?
Well, no, the 3 kids gone missing
So,
was a
what
while
is-
back, but we couldn't find them. And suddenly,
What all do you guys know about that, like from last night? That seems like a crazy story. I'd love for you to tell me.
well, so this got around the barracks this morning. So
Uh-huh.
we heard that Mr. Winterlight was performing, and then right out under the tavern's very floor, there was people who took a kid. Right, it was a man who took a kid, and then suddenly something went down there and murdered all the people who took kids.
My
and
God.
only some of the kids came back.
Well, how many kids were missing?
Well, technically 4, but then I heard there was a 5th, but then the 5th came back, and then 2 of the 4 also came back. So we think the other 2 may not be involved.
All right.
Okay.
So, you're telling me that all of this stuff happened while I was watching him perform, and I had no idea?
Well, you were watching him perform. He apparently abandoned his performance.
I did abandon my performance.
And he like leans in and whispers. He goes, "You see Cherry over there on the end? He was at the performance, super pissed, only day off in like months. Took it off specifically to see
waiting
performance with his
forever for
family. Went with his family and a few of his buds. He had 2 songs, 2 measly performance songs, and he
Mr.
bails.
Winterlight.
Yes.
I mean, he did perform, though.
Yes, Ben.
He did perform.
Okay, you could play a song, maybe. Being our
Yeah,
favourite.
that gets us through.
Wait a second. You'd perform for us, measly guards. The front
yes,
gate.
of course.
Front gate
yeah.
guards.
Seems like a great
God,
idea. How
You're
about we do
protecting the
that?
city. Of course, I'd play for you.
They like look. One of them looks around and goes, "Listen, we're not trying to give you a hard time. We just have a job to do. If you were to do a
I
little
just start playing.
performance,
I just start playing. I just
No,
pull out the
sir,
loot and
if you were to do, it's hopeless.
I'll
Performance
sing
check.
like.
Oh gosh.
In 18.
18. You see the guy Jerry on the end is starting to like smile and go, "See, Swyman, the songs he did do were really good." And like you see some of the other guards are like nodding along, and then one of them's like, "Oh, for God's sakes, he's drawing a crowd. We can't have a crowd at the front gate. How are we supposed to go to the front gate if there's a crowd at the front gate? What if we just let him through so he stops?" Fine. Hey, stop. We'll let you through. We promise.
Oh,
Stop,
okay,
please.
But
Stop.
okay.
Jerry, we're sorry. We'll get you a performance later, I promise. I'll give you my day off. Jerry, like, sighs and, like, kicks the ground. We'll let you guys through, but if we find out any of yous were involved in those kids being taken, you'll have a problem with the guards at the front gate.
Nah, man,
Well.
couldn't be us. Thank you so much. And
Well, you won't.
skip ahead.
Open the gates! And then you see one of them on the top barricade moves out of the way, and there's a creaking and a clicking as a pulley system opens the front gates, and you guys are open to leave.
I just continue playing the loot lightly as I walk in.
Control
gotta get
crowd, you're
pra-
too good. You're too
I
good.
gotta get my practice in
But
sometime.
you're too good. Get it done when the gate's closed.
I just walk through and I continue
Son of a
playing.
bitch.
He's just strumming
Hey, mark
lightly.
it in your mental notebook. He may not be trusted. Keeps not listening to the front guards.
They're not
Okay.
gonna remember a damn thing because they don't have the
Made
book.
it through.
The door shuts behind. Are all of you going through?
Yeah.
All of you go through, and the gate shuts behind you. It's pretty loud of a closing. and the gate shuts behind you. You guys look back, and there are maybe 6 to 8 guards with heavy crossbows trained just in case something happens. Not pointed at you, but arming
ready.
the wall.
Let's get a move on.
Stables, yeah.
Yes, to the stables.
Okay, you guys see in front of you, a good 100 or couple hundred feet in front of you, a stable, a very large
I turn to the
stable.
group. And I go, "Let me do the talking, please." So
That
we
was
can
really
get
hard
through
to
this a
bite
bit
my tongue and
faster.
tell them I didn't kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, yes.
We appreciate that.
I really
I
wanted to
appreciate
share.
that.
Because we probably would have gone to prison if we said any of that in front of them.
So they were looking for us.
Not us looking for the people who took the kids. We
But
killed
there
the
were
people who took the
guards.
kids.
There were guards last night, and they just let us go.
Right?
No.
Oh.
We
You
didn't follow
guys,
the guards.
you
We
guys
didn't need
returned
to.
the kid.
I thought you said guards came down.
No, so you guys returned
saw us
the
there,
kid.
and then they went and were like, "Oh my god!"
No, so you guys returned the kid, and then one of you, whoever wants to, went and alerted the guards that something had happened, and then they
Oh.
interviewed the parents. Yeah, then you guys were like, "Cool, so we're good for now," and went to bed.
I
and the
for
guards
some
went down and
reason
cleaned it
thought-
all up. And no, you guys
yeah,
weren't
I
like
for some
caught
reason
by
thought
the guards.
the guards were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
thank
no.
you guys for taking care of these bandits."
No,
and then they
because
just let us go.
no one made it a clear statement to be like, "We go alert the guards."
Mm.
So eventually it was just assumed that the parents went and told the guards, and then you guys brought the kid back, and the parents were talking to the guards, and then they went down and checked it and cleaned it all up. But
Oh, I see. Okay.
it wasn't.
Never mind.
It wasn't
I
like a big
redact
thing. The guard
that.
showed up. So you guys are outside. You're walking towards the stables outside. Do you guys want to take a break real quick? A good 5-10 minute break, so everyone can go to the bathroom, do whatever they need to do, and come back.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm chilling, yeah.
Break
Can
time.
do that.
What direction from Bell Rock is Sedrock?
Northeast.
It is northeast.
If you
I
look
thought
at the
you'd
map
know
I gave
that if you
I
put the
have,
cornerstone.
I have to update the map with more names that you guys learned, but it's in the hills.
Yeah, it's the one in the
It's
hills.
the one that's
The one in the
surrounded
hills.
by the hills, and then
Yeah.
directly north, Hida knew was Hedge Run.
Am I the
Austin,
only
is that a
one that has
kitten?
been to this town?
That's
No,
yeah.
Hida has been there, but it was a full town at the time. Aaron, you
Yeah.
probably hunted for the town for
Yeah.
spare gold.
Yeah.
Like they paid you to go hunt for them or something.
Weird. You put the cornerstone down, you don't know where it is. Maybe I do know more.
He knows where it is.
I would know where it is.
Okay, so you guys are currently walking towards the stables outside of Belloc. You get up to the stables. It's kind of big for a stable, but you almost expect that for a capital of a kingdom. There's a whole like a massive canopied area for horses to stay in and stay dry, on top of like an office building that is attached to the actual stable.
All right. I'm doing the talking.
I don't
Would
know.
I have
man.
any
You
favors
picked
to
me
pull here,
last
Corey?
time.
What'd you say?
No
Do I
one
have any
picked you.
favors I could pull here?
Yeah, the guards did.
You just spoke louder. This is the one time you
Oh my
did speak
God.
louder was that
Roll me
time.
a D100, AJ.
What are you doing?
He said, does he have any favors he could pull? Also,
Oh my
who has
God.
dice in the tavern right now? 80,
that is
84
a-
or
Not
48?
80.
You
48.
did a wait,
48.
yeah, 48. You'll have to see once you go inside. But
All right.
you guys are up to the office building.
Oh, discard. Whew.
But yeah,
Sorry.
I'm gonna sneeze. I feel like it's there.
Walk in
I
to the
just did
office
that.
building.
Okay, you walk in.
What do I
Uh,
see?
Hello.
It's small, small standing area for anyone who's not going behind the counter. You're stealthing in
No, that was
from before.
a dice that was there. I was checking
yeah.
to see if it was mine.
So I
So I
can,
could
you
get
know
rid
what?
of
I
it.
can. I'm pretty sure I can clear all dice.
Yeah, you can.
And now you're fighting.
How do I get? I accidentally clicked on a dice and it brought it up. How do I get rid of it? Like it's telling me to drag it.
Hold on. How the
Uh,
fuck
dragged
do you,
it.
Can you right click
is it on
again
the tab menu to clear all dice?
or no?
Sorry.
Okay. So you walk in. It's a small area that's really not meant for a lot of people. There's a like a wooden desk sort of thing, kind of like at a bank, like you'd see at a bank, where there's an opening for someone who's sitting in a stool, kind of like writing in a ledger. You actually do see it's what looks to be a teenage girl sitting and working in a ledger.
Fuck, it's the horse girl from high school. Holy shit.
She does have more elvish features, specifically pointed ears. And you see like to the right, there's one of those like lift up stall things for people to be able to walk into the back if they need to. But you guys walk in. There's no real sound besides a door creak as you open, and she doesn't look up from her ledger as she's writing.
I will walk up to her and go, hello.
Without looking up. Hello, how can I help you?
We would like to purchase 2 horses and a cart if you are selling.
Purchase or rent?
Rent. We are coming back. Rent. We will rent it.
And a cart?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
She like looks up and she looked up at you when you said purchase. She looks back down and she starts flipping. She starts flipping through pages and she goes, opens up to an like sort of a new page. And what is your stock, your service, your product?
Travel. We are going.
We sell travel, yes.
We're not.
If someone's going to be riding around one of our horses with one of our carts, we need to make sure that they are transporting goods that we approve of.
I mean, we're not transporting.
What is so funny? Did I miss something that was super funny? I don't know if I missed something that's super funny, but what are you laughing at?
I whisper to Valxius.
Okay.
Should we not mention about the kids, the kidnappers?
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. We're transporting children.
I need a sleight of hand check. She
It's an 8.
It was initially like a kind of confused look to an daggers to you. She goes,
I literally go.
I'm sorry.
No. Oh my god. I turn to him and I go. For the love of God, let me speak, please. Just
She goes,
shut
"Listen."
up.
She very calmly puts down her feather pen and she goes, listen. I'm not going to report you to the guards, but if you are transporting children,
Okay.
this is something I need to be concerned about. We cannot have our business.
You can. No. I will explain it to you. Yes. We are going. We have a lead.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's been
Like for a horse,
kidnapped children.
like a lead,
No,
like you're going to...
lead as in like an investigation.
You're a detective.
Yes.
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 Are we?
Lots of detectives. Okay.
Are we,
Well, I'm
though?
the detective.
Wait,
they're
are you
my
all
they're
detectives?
my entourage.
Yes, we're
Did
all
actually,
no, they're
to be
my
clear,
entourage.
hold on. Point of clarification. Did all of you go inside the building?
I'm outside.
I'm outside.
I followed
went
them in.
Okay, so the 3 of you are inside right now.
Jin,
She
I-
hasn't
I
even
heard
noticed
Fox's
you,
yelling.
Opal. You're just like
Yeah,
below the
I'm-
Let
desk.
me do the talking.
I'm debating on if I want to like climb up one of them onto the counter and like try to.
Those
use
of you outside, you
persuasion
have
to
no
try to
idea how this
explain everything.
conversation's going. Opal, it's falling apart.
Oh Lord.
I go.
I
Okay.
think they're doing well in there.
Okay.
So you want to rent our horses with a cart
Yes. Well,
for
we're renting the
detective
horse.
work?
Yes.
Yes,
So
for detective.
Okay.
yes. Can I shut up?
While this conversation is going on and she has no clue Opal's even down there,
Uh-huh.
Opal speaks up and like shouts. She's like,
Now wait a minute. Hold on.
and
She like jumps for a second and goes, "My lord!" and like peeks over and goes, "Oh, welcome. Are you with the detectives?"
Yes, the detectives.
and she climbs
Right.
up onto the counter so she can sit like look her in the eyes.
Okay, you do have a climbing speed, so you could climb up onto the counter, use your claws to dig into the wood. She goes, "Oh no, it's fine. We'll just stain it out.
It's fine, yeah. I didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Where she's looking.
Claws, it's just... we try to keep it, uphold an air of... Sorry. Can you please explain what...
How many... She just completely doesn't explain anything, and she's like...
How many horses would you recommend for, like, I don't know, a party of 6? Well, 5 and myself. To travel.
For, like, to ride?
Yes.
For how long?
I don't know.
Well, are you renting a purchasing?
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
We're renting, but
Okay, do you intend
it's
to
going to
bring
be
them-
for very long term.
What, do you intend on bringing them back, or are you trying to exchange them at another stable, or...
I'm nodding my head, yes.
I gave you 2 options, sir.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
You're going
We'll
to
be
bring
coming
the
back
horses
eventually,
back. Okay.
apparently.
So there
Yes.
is a deposit for when you don't bring them back, because a lot of... We never have detectives in here.
Accidents
People
happen.
steal. Yes,
you
I am.
know.
Yes.
It's not theft as much as we've had individuals who think that they are braver than most. Take our horses
Right.
into less than livable
Savory
conditions.
waters. Yes.
Sure.
Savory water.
We did
We always
have
stick
a
to the
customer
main
ride a
road.
horse straight into the
my.
ocean.
Oh,
That didn't
okay.
go well.
Only main
Remember
roads
that.
for us, man.
Jin, have you ever bought a horse before?
Meanwhile, outside.
Meanwhile.
I just kind of wander.
I asked only.
I mean, I can
because
ride a horse, but
I've never bought a horse before. I just want to, I guess, know how much time we might be spending out here.
oh,
How long does this usually take?
yeah, you're right. It should have just been in and out. They should have just said, "We need a cart."
Oh
and some
God,
horse
please!
biz."
More
They might
people
be
don't
doing
come
well
in
And
here.
that's it. I mean, Drell's in there, so it's probably yeah.
So, you think it's okay if Drell's in there?
No, God, no.
But
No.
we have Valxis in there too, so it might be fine. It balances out, maybe.
Unless he pawns off his jewelry. I don't see any reason we're
Oh
getting
my
it that
gosh.
quick.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. And then he just stands out there just
Go back
staring
to
off into the sky.
sketching in the notebook.
What are you drawing?
Right.
Well, actually, I showed Jin what I'm drawing, and it seems to be, like the early workings of a star map of different constellations, all connecting, kind of just in a massive, like glimpse at the sky.
It's just dots. And
It's well, they make more sense when it's nighttime and there's not the sun in the sky.
oh yeah, like the moon. Yeah, the moon's all right.
Sure.
He's so simple, bro.
It's an opinion on everything. Yeah,
He's so simple.
that's cool, I
yeah,
guess.
that's cool.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, inside...
Meanwhile, back inside,
Do-do-do-do.
Right.
where
Meanwhile.
we
We are
asked,
going.
we asked her how many horses. I'm trying to
So,
remember now.
Right. How many horses for a party of 5 1/4? Third? 5 1/3 people might need. Are you saying with a cart or now without a cart? Because they were saying with a cart, and now you're
Just
sounding
no cart.
like...
I-
Just
no
no
cart.
cart.
Wait,
I-
cart?
A cot might be.
I thought you were outside, Ben.
best.
Why do we need a cart?
Oh, wait, you're inside.
Are you inside now?
That's the
Yeah, he's
three.
been inside.
I said the 3, which was Valxis, Jarell, and Opal. So you're 4.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
if you
mean, I
said
said
inside or
yes.
outside. If you're inside, then you're also inside. You've just been standing
I
in the
thought
back.
I was the third. My bad.
No, you're
how'd
fine.
you
You're
get
number
here?
4. You're also inside. You were never outside, so you didn't hear the star conversation. So you're inside.
Yeah.
Opal
so
was
sorry.
the third.
Ben went in to see what's
Or
taking
fourth.
so long. And
So I'm sorry.
saying that we
So
only
so
need
what did you say, AJ?
horses.
What did you say? What did you add in?
We do think a.
So yes, a
probably
cart, because she's saying no.
No, why do we
Um,
need a cart?
That's a good
Probably
question.
because-
It's almost like what I
Probably
asked.
because
less,
we're detectives
beasts
looking
to
for
feed.
missing children.
So
we
why are you
probably
putting
need a
your
way to
fingers up
bring
as
them
if
back.
you were quoting what you're saying?
in general, from our experience.
What do you mean missing children? What is that?
No, the children are missing. It's just
Right.
we're relaying, what's going on in
I've
here.
heard about the missing children. That's why they're
But we're
being
just
very,
filling our
very
friend in
uptight
about
up there.
Our friend just came in, so we're filling him in about what he just came into.
He has been here the entire time.
I thought he came in when he was...
No.
Okay.
Anyways,
Noah, he has been here the entire time.
on our experience,
Okay, so are you saying one
I
horse
do
per
think it's
person?
beneficial for us to take a cart. There's less horses to feed, less to tie up, less to keep watch of.
So you're the product in the cart.
Oh my god.
What I'm saying is you're going to be
Sure.
transporting yourselves. You don't want like a carriage,
Yes.
you want a cart.
Either or.
Well, they're two very different things for two very different
Yes,
prices.
a cart.
A
My
cart,
lord.
okay. And you're
I've
transporting...
never rented anything like this before. I don't really need it.
Well, I mean... Horses are not cheap.
You know what?
What? You said you know what, and I'm
just
waiting.
throw us some prices.
So
of
two
range, I
horses,
suppose.
two horses and a cart, and you're saying you're not going to be transporting anything but yourselves.
Yes.
Right.
People,
Yes.
Okay.
correct?
For how long you said?
3 weeks?
3
Well,
weeks.
It's 3 weeks to get there and then 3 weeks back.
Oh,
so
6
Yes.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay.
And then probably
wait,
however
um,
much
so
time we
Just
spend
say
in the
2
city.
months.
What
Once we get
quality
there,
of horse are you looking for?
so
'Cause
that we don't
we
have a
do have
deadline.
our top-notch riders. They ride faster than any other. But we also have some standard horses that might be more reasonable.
Pulling horses, just horses.
Pulling
Pulling
horses,
horses.
okay. Well, here's the thing. With 2 horses
Yes.
and a cart,
Mhm.
for 6 weeks of travel,
Mhm.
that'll be upwards of 300 gold.
Oh! Hang on, let's
Plus an
What if
additional 50
we-
gold as a deposit, just in case we don't get the horses
What
back.
if we
okay.
do a drop off at the town we're heading to?
Why, if you don't mind me asking, why do you need your own horses when there's... do you need to stay away from other people? There are caravans that come back and forth. Or are you taking the horses for 6 weeks somewhere caravans don't go? Which worries me.
I think the idea
No, there
was,
totally is caravans that go.
that we need the mobility and
Right.
freedom. But now that you mention it, there probably are caravans that go, multiple times
It's
a
not
day.
probably I have, and she starts leaning down and she buries
know
between
what?
books and she pulls out a book. She goes, I actually have the caravan routes right here, actually, in the schedules.
Are there any guard positions open?
Well, that wouldn't be up to me. That'd be whoever's running the caravan. Just because I have their trade
Right.
routes doesn't mean that I run them.
My
just
bad.
My
We
father owns
assumed-
the stable. I'm just trying to run the office side of things. He deals with the horses.
Right.
But I'm saying 6 weeks is a long time to have our horses. So 300 gold total for 2 horses and a cart for 6 weeks.
So where
That's
could we
months.
go inquire about this caravan?
Well, I mean, hold on. And she starts flipping through pages. And she goes, the next one leaving is going from the city... oh, sorry. They left a note here. It's being delayed. It would have left already, but because of the situation in...
The murders,
sewers?
right?
Well, we don't like to call them murders, because supposedly the people were kidnapping children. But, I guess it'd be murder, right? Is it murder if you kill a bad guy?
Technically, yes, it is.
Sometimes people call that justice.
Justice indeed. Smart one.
We never thought about it.
So, right, maybe you should start. Let's see. They seem to be leaving in about 2 hours. They are transporting a lot of grain. A lot of grain. Wow, that's an obscene amount of grain. Where did they get all of this? Ah, right. Okay, so they're leaving in 2 hours and they're heading for Hedrun and then shooting up north past Hedrun after they drop off a certain amount. And one won't be coming back here for at least another 2 weeks' time. So, depending on where you're going north or south?
North.
The hedge runs north. You'd be able to hop in on their caravan, though you would be sitting amongst a lot of grain, a lot of bags of grain. And whether they're looking for guards is... I mean, it depends. They're only transporting grain, so who's going to rob a grain cart? It's happened before, actually. Yeah.
Grain prices have gone up.
Have they? I don't really do the purchasing of grain. My mother goes into the city to get the grain.
Yes.
We just saw at the market today. All the prices were just crazy.
Are they?
She's like talking out of her ass. She's like,
I might have to warn father. Hold on one sec. And she just starts writing in a notebook, like on a notepad, like, or a little piece of paper, just like grain prices increasing. She goes, so, you're not going to need horses? Are you taking the caravan, or... Here, do you want me to write down when it's leaving?
Please.
That's up to you guys.
Right, okay. And she like rips off a piece of parchment and just scribbles down like 1 hour, 2 hedge run, lots of grain. No, seriously, lots of grain. And she hands it over to you.
Tons of grain.
Yeah.
Whom?
What?
Whom?
What? Whom what?
Who does she hand it to?
She puts it up on the desk.
I
She's
take it.
like puts it up on the desk and she's just like she holds it out and are you saying whom in character? Oh, she would just hold it out and just be like yes. But if you're not transporting goods and you're not taking one of our horses or purchasing our horses, good day. And make sure that if you're detectives, you open with that next time instead of talking about children being your product.
We're not detectives.
Don't mention the
You're
children.
not detectives! What?
No, thank you so much. See you later. Wait, storm out.
Farewell!
Oh my god.
So this one here is Cassiopeia. This one is Canis Major.
Why do you give these things such funny names? They're just stars.
It's what I've learned that some of them might be called, but I'm trying to think of my own with these new ones that folks back home that haven't really known them.
I get out the door and I turn to Grell and I go, what do you not understand about let me talk?
The two of you
So it
outside,
went well,
everyone
man.
comes out pretty quickly at once.
You were just kind of stumbling a little bit, and I was like, what does she mean by product? You didn't know what
You
she meant
know
by
what could
product.
help you,
Yes,
Valk?
but why would you mention children as our product?
I
Like-
whispered.
But it's being honest. If we're
You
successful, then
whispered as if we were in a
if we come
concert
back-
hall.
You
And
did
trust
whisper
me,
as if you were in a
I've
concert
been to many
hall.
of those.
You literally did the type of thing, Noah, where you put your hand up and you go, "Hey, so should we tell her about the kids?" And you think your hand is somewhat blocking something, then it's not. It's just not.
It stops her from reading your lips.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Which doesn't help.
Look, man,
I'm looking. Yes, please.
Go ahead.
sorry. And I put my hands up.
Oh my gosh.
You know what could help you, Valxis?
You?
Can we let's just.
If you tell him it brings you great joy when he's quiet, he'll just do whatever you think is joyful to you. He just won't fight me for some odd reason, and he
man.
knows it brings me great joy, but he just refuses. He's reluctant to fight me. But to others, he likes it. Like at your concert, he was fucking floored to see how happy everyone was.
Yeah. You brought so much joy to everyone in that place, man. It was great to see.
And then I left 2 songs in.
So what's the plan? You get a card or not?
A caravan. We're going with a caravan.
I open up the
Because-
piece of paper and I relay the information.
Yeah, you guys hear that the two of you hear that there's going to be a caravan, and you guys are just going to hop aboard if they allow you to. Yeah, and it's heading for Hedge
2
Run.
hours to kill?
No, well, it might take us 2 hours to find them, to be fair.
I thought it said 1 hour. is what she wrote down.
Hour to 2, but the find them part's what I'm laughing at.
You have to find them. They only leave from one entrance.
Well, yes, but we are outside of that entrance. Yes, you are correct.
So
now we have to find them outside of the entrance.
Caravan?
We're not
So
going back in to come back
why
out
were
again.
you
I don't want to deal with that.
heading
Anything identifiable?
to Sedrock again?
I'm sorry, what, Aphelion?
Is there anything identifiable in
There's
the
a
letter
lot of,
about what
there's a lot of
caravan?
grain, like a lot of a lot of grain on this
So
caravan.
we're looking for a lot of food.
Those of you who have been on a caravan before, you don't normally have to find a caravan. They just
It's not just like a
leave through the
one-time
main
thing.
gate, and then you go, "Hey, can we?" You guys are like, "We need to go searching around the city for the caravan. We might not be able to find them."
Dude, who knows?
Out of
You
the
do-
main gate. Who knows where they could leave?
Out of the
from?
main
That's
gate,
what I
in which
mean,
there is
bro.
no
The
other
one
exit
gate
from the city.
Look, Corey, I have 2 maps. I have a map of the world and a map of the city, I'm pretty sure.
You don't have those
Yeah.
physically in character. You guys have no maps.
But my meta knowledge
So how
tells me that I don't know
do
what
you
else
know-
exists.
That's we need to go to Sedrock again.
You guys never showed him the note. Or told him anything about it.
Right. Right. So, while we were in the sewers, Opal over here found a note that says where we're supposed to go. None of us can read it because I don't know what the fuck it says. It's gibberish. But she can read it, so.
You want to look at it?
Sure.
Okay, she takes the note out and hands it to him to see if he can read it.
Absolute nonsense.
Must be feeless.
To a point, actually, where the fact that none of you can read it. Roll me an insight check. Just a flat insight check.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
A dirty 1.
She just randomly
15?
appears.
19.
I mean, what she's reading, she believes she's reading. You don't sense that she could just be lying to you all. It's a possibility, but it's not what she's coming across as.
So where does it say Sedrock on here?
You can point out where it's what the cipher to Sedrock technically
Yeah,
is.
she just kind of goes over it with him. And then there's she points out that there's like a riddle at the bottom, and she is like,
This must mean something. Maybe once we get there, we'll find out. I don't know.
It's just like Sedrock spelled backwards.
yeah, everything's just written backwards, and nobody else is like, I don't know how to read this.
Aaron, why did you roll an insight check?
You said everyone roll an insight check.
No, it was just AJ.
Oh, okay, my bad.
One.
He wanted to check too.
It was a 1 anyways,
all.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so continue, sorry.
None the wiser.
All right.
Right. So that is our lead.
All right, we're just gonna wait for the caravan. Okay, cool.
I wonder how they left. They headed north last night. Chase after them for a few minutes before we lost them.
Well,
So
are the gates guarded every hour of the night? Because then, if that's the case, if there's only one way to get into the city and one way to get out,
I also don't know why you're not thinking about why the stable hand was concerned that they were transporting so much grain.
Oh, wait, you think they might be who we're looking for?
They might be part of the caravan.
Oh,
They also might not be. So
Aphelion, you would know that because you entered the city during the night. The main gate was to the west, sort of west by southwest from the tavern in the town square. So, if he said he chased them off north, unlikely.
Probably.
Plus, the gates of the city are shut at night
okay.
with guards. It's the capital city. They don't just let someone carrying a kid leave. You wouldn't
So-
rationally think that.
Considering that the guards have been, we assume, at the gate since being told last night. There's a high possibility that whomever these kids are is still in the city.
The city, yes.
Yeah, you said they ran north, and this is the only way out. And she points towards the gate.
Would anyone be able to recognize the two that left?
I mean,
We saw them.
it was. I mean, I didn't get to see them.
I don't remember if we actually.
It was pretty far away,
got
but
a
I do have dark vision.
They
saw
were a
the
good
big man
distance
walk
away,
up.
but they were also in a camp with a lot of light. So, like AJ, you would remember what the captain looked like,
Okay.
as
Yeah, I
well
don't
as a
think I ever
couple
got a
others of
look
you.
at
But
them.
you stayed pretty far away, Cubby, intentionally.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of
I don't-
people in
Yeah.
front of you, so
I don't think I would have.
you went into a blood rage too early.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, one more thing. We interrogated the guy from the original door when we were in the sewers afterwards. Yeah, and he said that Kaizo, the name that's this letter's written to, is the captain.
Right.
Was there anything else that we got out of him? I don't remember.
The captain was the one who abandoned them in the fight. So you can discern that then Kaizo is the first guy who left that got magic missiled a bunch. That he doesn't know why they would be going for Sedrock. Sedrock, like, they haven't been told anything. That they were just there making their money. They were hired to keep their mouths shut and do what they were asked. That they weren't given a lot of information. And that he very specifically didn't want you to kill him.
Okay, but the main thing that we got out of it was that Kaizo was the captain.
Kaizo was their captain.
Yeah.
You have no idea who Kraylin is. He has no idea what the Phoenix means. He doesn't know why the fuck you'd be going to Sedrock, or why they'd be going to Sedrock. He was
he was
just to guard the
HQ.
entrance. He was just a guy.
Okay. Just a guy working for money to
Yep.
his kids.
Yep. That was the other thing. He specifically said it was because he was like trying to put food on the table for his family, and that like this was no one was offering him work. Someone offered him work just to guard an entrance, so he did it.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that seem strange to us. One, we don't think there's any way they could have gotten out of the city. As far as we remember,
Yet.
there's only one way in, one way out. Only rumors of other passages, but we've never confirmed that. It is strange that a large amount of grain is heading towards the farming towns.
You would know Hedron's a city, less of a town. It's like second largest city to Belloc.
Well, is that out in the direction of the farming?
So
or like,
you're going north to Hedron.
Sedrock is the farming town, right?
Hedron is a city, and then that goes east to Sedrock, which is a farming village in the hills.
So is there farming that's south of us? Like a lot of farming? That would
you guys are on the you guys are kind of on a plateau. There's a farming village slightly southeast and a town bigger than a farming village, smaller than a city that is directly south.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, like, would it be uncommon for something like a large amount of grain like
You
to be shipped
do not
north?
know enough about the trade routes and produce of this country to know whether it's super weird for grain to be going one way or the other. That is very specific information that unless your character would have would invest in exactly how produce caravans work, you
I
wouldn't
feel
really
like I
know.
would just know like
logistics.
the logistics of which towns produced what, right? So like the southern towns produced wine and the northern towns produced grain.
Stuff
It'd be
comes
weird
in,
to see grain
stuff
heading,
comes in, stuff comes out. But the southern part of the plateau that you guys are on, because you are on a plateau, like the way that this part of the Dithronian kingdom is, it's raised up on a plateau, and the farming villages that are to the east and to the south they export the produce that then comes into the city, and whether or not they had a bountiful harvest or not. Whether they didn't send grain out on another caravan and now they're just doubling up on this one. She did point out that it was a lot of grain, but it does make sense that the farming villages that are to the south and to the east of
that's all I want
to
to ask. Not the logistics of it, and the shipping, whatever.
You
it
would
is,
know
just
that
would it
those
make
farming
sense
villages
for-
do send their produce in, and then a lot of it gets processed in the city. So corn to grain, corn gets brought in, grain gets sent out. You would know that much. The city is the head of export for meal and stuff.
The way we see it, as it stands at the moment, can either get on that caravan, possibly be ahead of them, get there before them, or can wait for them here at the gate.
Well, if we want to stop this entire ring of children selling, we might as well go to the source of it and get ahead of them. But even if they are within the walls, they're still within the walls, so it's not too terrible.
You don't think that they know that we're following them already, do you?
Well,
I mean, everybody was just kind of openly talking about things, in the tavern and
a little bit,
and in the square, and
right. So
about
what
children,
the
and
plan
there's
is,
a large group leaving,
exactly.
and there's some
Exactly.
children, and
we totally are
sure word
suspects
gets
now.
around.
We totally are suspects now. You are correct.
Should we tip off the guards?
It would be, honestly, a little hard to transport a child around without making a lot
Somebody
of fuss,
noticing?
we feel like.
Listen, I have an idea. So here's our options from what I'm looking at. If you guys are suspicious of that caravan with the grain, we can either infiltrate it and go in disguises. Nobody will know who we are, but that would require us to go back into town, get disguises, and then try to come back out again and deal with the guards all over again. Or, we could tip the guards off and have them look over it.
You would have to get disguises.
I haven't.
Why would we have to go back in town for this cart? It's gonna come out this way. We just get on and
Are
ride
you
with them.
proficient with a disguise kit, or do you have a disguise kit?
Do I have a disguise kit?
It'd be in your equipment.
Wait,
Your proficiency
tools?
with it's on the left side. So your
Like, just under
proficiencies.
tools?
So under tools, proficiencies is what you're proficient in, which means what you add a proficiency bonus to when you were to roll for it. But if you go to your equipment and you don't have disguise kit, you don't have a disguise kit.
So I have one, and then it's also under tools.
That right. So that means you have a disguise kit.
Yeah.
And Opal, you are proficient. You're not proficient with one, nor do you have one.
I thought I had one. I thought I had picked one, but maybe I didn't.
Yeah, you have.
Oh no, I didn't
Youth of
because
Trish Thieves
it's
tools.
hard for her to disguise herself as.
I could
Aphelion
go
was.
undercover.
Yeah,
I'm
Drail,
ready for this.
you have proficiency with disguise kit, and you have a disguise kit.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I can go undercover.
Well,
I mean, so can I.
There's one of us.
Hey, me and I'm sorry, Valxius.
Is this your character forgetting or you forgetting?
Both. It's
All
the
right.
excitement of it all.
He's
Valxis.
excited that he gets to do something cool.
Valxis. You take a moment. In this moment of Drell forgetting your name.
The person he's working for, by the way.
This is one of the single most unique experiences you've ever had. Because you've stumbled into a land you've never been allowed to go before, with people who don't know who you are, most people, and someone who showed up to the tavern to watch your performance doesn't remember your name. This is crazy. And you're now a
Valxis has just had
detective of
his,
a
hand.
child kidnapping ring.
Yeah,
which
he
is,
has had his hand since he left the stable. He has had his hand on his face the entire fucking time, just like, oh boy.
He's about to have an aneurysm.
Oh, I'm gonna have some fucking
You guys watch
ulcers.
as
Is
he
what's gonna happen.
ages. He ages 20 years in the matter of a
Ages
couple
so
seconds.
If it makes you feel any better, I've only known your name for about 24 hours.
I like sidestep my way over to the Valxis. I'm like, so what do you say, bud? You wanna get dressed up? You wanna find these kids? What do you say?
About the disguise kits, if the captain was the last one to see any of us, and I don't know if he saw most of us, when we didn't leave too many witnesses down there to
The
actually see
only
us, so
people
we're
who saw
disguise
most
kit?
of you, the only people. Are you talking in character or out?
It would be in character. So
Never mind.
the
Continue.
only, I feel like that, for the most part, it was only the captain who might have seen only one of us, but he was already gone by the time, and there's the other guardsman, I guess, that you guys interrogated, but I don't know.
He's with
many-
with the gods now, so.
With the gods? No, with the
Gods.
guards.
I know. Gods.
He's sleeping with the
Yes.
fishes. The god.
That too.
Sleeping with the fishes. My point eventually will be that not many people know our faces except for yours, Valxis.
So do you want me to disguise my face?
Yeah, if we put a
That
disguise
would
on him, we
Be
won't
best to draw
I mean,
less
I
attention.
Beat 'em
can,
up.
I can not look like myself for an hour. Well,
We'll
2
probably be
hours, but then
on
I
that
wouldn't.
Caravan for more than 2 hours.
Exactly.
You'll be
So-
on this caravan for over 2 weeks.
Almost a month, yes.
Well, no, the caravan's just going to Hedron.
Right.
It
You guys
might-
don't know what travel's going to be like from Hedron to Sedrock. But
But if
there's
we can
the
jump
caravan is
them
going to
here-
Hedron.
If we jump up here, we
Um,
get these kids.
Or
it might just be
Or-
better
We
to
get these kids.
lead the way of deception.
we
We
just
really-
act like we don't know anything, and we just
Yeah,
say
why
we're
don't we
going-
just ride the cart? That's the best disguise, is
Literally.
just riding the cart.
Plus,
We're
I'm pretty sure no one would
heading
mind if I
north
played.
I was going
to
somewhere else with this.
to your next performance.
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. I am a performer. And if they ask why the
So
fuck I have
he's
you
told us.
5, I go, bodyguards. You are all my gods.
Right. Because
Simple as that.
Kalissa and Placidus can't protect you down here.
Who?
Ooh.
I'm kidding. I know who they are.
Ooh.
Ah,
The lore drop.
I sit. I
Oh,
like. I look
Lord,
at you for. I look
master.
at you for a moment. I go. That's.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second. 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 To be clear, I need Opal,
I would have no idea.
just Opal and Drill
What?
to roll me history checks.
I get to do one of these.
Okay.
Oh. Come on, dude. I'm sick of rolling tonight. It's a -2. It's a 3.
It's a minus.
And a -1. Neither of you have any fucking idea who
Yeah.
who he's talking about.
I give him a very, very strong look.
Just like just the same expression on my face.
I mean, you're right, but they haven't been able to protect me for at least several hundred years.
100. Sense.
Your mic is cutting out because you're talking too quietly. I heard you say several. I saw your mouth say several
several
hundred.
hundred.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Who's it up there now?
It's Quota and Kyo.
Quinoa and Kiso.
The L is pronounced. It's kilo.
Kilo.
Kilo and
Sorry,
Quota.
you're right. I made these names and I don't even know how to fucking pronounce them.
No, I made these names.
That's the best part.
Well, no, I made the last two.
I
Yes, I
named
did.
all of them.
No, you did. No, you fucking didn't.
I have them. I wrote them in a notebook. I wrote them in a notebook and sent them to you before you gave me a written backstory ever. I absolutely did. Because remember, you and AJ were very alert to
You
the
guys
written
both came up with
backstories?
the same names. Congratulations.
No, Kilo and Closa were my creations. I have them written down in a notebook, right under the bell lock information that I gave AJ literally like the week after our last campaign ended. I have had those two names down since literally months ago.
True.
He's losing
Drea,
it.
what do you think they're talking about?
Sorry.
They're thinking
We
real
get
hard.
names switched up sometimes.
I swear to God, I told you those names from my backstory. I wrote those.
No,
I swear to God.
You specifically, you wrote the name of. You made up the name of your cousin, their son, but I gave you Kilo and Kosa.
Did you?
Yes, because I sent you a picture and you sent me a thumbs up back, and then literally.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And then
I remember.
literally
my God.
weeks upon weeks later.
comes out.
We keep doing this. We keep doing this thing where you keep bringing me back to that photo that you sent me, and I go, oh yeah, no, no, you're right. You're 100% right.
Because you literally said, I said, it's up to you whether or not you want to come up with the names for everyone or you want me to do it. And you're like, yeah, you got it. And I was like, cool.
No, you're right.
And then I sent you a
100%
picture that
right.
was a
You're a
paragraph
yep.
with the names.
Yep, you're right.
One sec.
You are correct.
So, continuing where we were.
Several hundred. Yeah, we suppose that's correct. Our condolences.
I didn't know. I didn't know them, so it's okay.
And then you said, who's running it up there? Kilo and Kosa is what Cubby then said.
Kilo
in
and
return.
Kosa, yeah.
The Emperor and Empress of the Winterlight Empire.
Suppose it has been a while since we've been up there.
Yeah, 100 years is more than a while. It's like a pretty big lot of time to kind of just
Did
forget.
Dungeon Sounds die?
Probably. It does that.
100 years is 100 years.
100 years is
Did I
100
not
years.
have enough music for the length of time? Oh, okay. I'll get more.
So we're just waiting for the caravan out here.
All right, do you guys want to?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to time? Oh, yeah, it just moves everyone on the cameras.
Sorry.
You're
It
fine.
moves everyone.
It only moves Cubby.
yeah, it
only moves
should
Cubby.
only just move me because
Yeah,
I'm
it
the
only
only
moves
one
you.
on the bottom row.
So, do you guys want to fast forward waiting for the caravan, or what do you guys? Are you guys trying to disguise yourselves? Or are you trying to do? What are you doing?
I mean, I'm fair with not disguising myself and just playing for the caravan.
Yeah.
And saying, "Hi,
We're riding
I'm
the
Valsis
caravan.
Winterlight. Can you take me to
Sedrock.
Yeah, well, not Sedrock. We're not going to say we're going to Sedrock.
Hedron,
We're going to go to
yeah.
Hedron.
Hey, can you take us
Hedron?
to where you're headed?
Well,
what
I
we're
mean,
gonna say.
how it goes. I say, hey, where are you headed? Oh, I need to head that way too. Can I come with?
Perfect. Yeah.
Easy.
Sounds about right.
And
I have a
we
show
only know
there.
you.
Oh, and you're my entourage, of course. You're my groupies.
Whoa. I'm the first bodyguard.
Oh my god.
I
Not a
didn't
groupie.
say you weren't right. Just thumbs up, eyes, and yep. Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have decided to wait for the caravan.
Yep.
About an hour goes by. You guys are sort of just kicking dust before
Just
the
playing.
gates open up, and out from the gates comes there's two men leading two horses with a full cart of bags or like sacks, with another set of two horses behind them with another cart completely full, but between them is another two horses with another cart that seems to have a lesser amount and a couple people riding in the back. 3 or 4 people riding in the back. There's 4 men leading 6 horses. The middle horses seem to just be following along with the people inside. It is one of those carts that's kind of like a carriage where there is like a seat for the people leading the horses out to actually sit atop, but they needed to get their business done with the guards, so they're not currently riding the cart from a like a I don't know what the word is for a person who rides a horse-drawn carriage. But yeah. Jockey, sure.
Oh, no.
Where the
No,
jockeys
no,
Different.
jockeys are horse
racing.
riders.
Teamster.
Sure. I definitely didn't know that word, so I wouldn't have found it.
The pilot.
Sure. Yeah, they haven't gone into their pilot's chairs yet
Driver.
The words
for these
Driver
carts.
of the car.
Yeah, they haven't gone into their
The horse driver.
their pilot seats for the carts.
Carriage
But
driving.
they'll get there eventually. As the 3-cart caravan makes its way finally out of the gate and the gate shuts, the 4 pilots get in their pilot seats and start to slowly
And they fly
ride
off.
the horses.
Yeah.
Do any of you recognize any of them?
Perception checks from anyone trying.
Do we?
What
I
are the
would-
mannerisms and overall, like, just actually, yeah, we're that's the word. Mannerisms of the people in the middle carriage.
15.
They're just people. Looks to be 1 second. We'll go with the perception check first.
Okay.
15. I'm
Are we
assuming
all
that's a
doing
22.
perception?
Anyone who wants to see if they notice
13
anyone
for
or
me.
that they would remember.
13.
That's a 15 from me.
I wouldn't recognize any of them, so.
So 15. Austin, that's a 22.
Yes.
22. Okay. No, you guys don't recognize anyone.
Cool.
The caravan's starting to move towards you, Austin, towards your question about the people in the middle cart. They just seem to be commoners. There's a man with a backpack and a bedroll rolled up on it. He seems to be more. He's better dressed than the others. The others seem to just be like there's a woman and her son that they don't seem like stressed or upset or anything. They're just riding in the back of the cart. It seems that they're using some of the sacks of grain as like seats in the back, but that they're just along. Additionally, there are 3 or 4 men amongst the 3 carts that have like short swords hooked in and shields on their back just in case. Wooden shields. They're definitely people who signed on to guard but are also needing to travel and took up basic weaponry just in case something happens. Not that they're like trained fighters or, geared to the teeth for combat. But the caravan is slowly going towards you guys.
Valxis.
Oh, right. I sort of walk up. I go, where are you guys headed?
Like they don't stop, but
Right, I'm
one
like
of them-
walking alongside
yeah, one of the are you at the front head cart?
the front one. Yeah.
Okay. One of the guys who has just settled into his pilot's chair, as we're calling it now, has looks down at you and goes,
That's canon.
"Yeah, it is canon. They're pilots in this. Even though there are
Horse
flying crafts in this campaign, so
These are also horse pilots, though.
these are
Those are
horse pilots. They
jockeys.
pilot the
Yeah.
horses.
That's so dumb. What did I say that?
Air jockeys.
But he looks down at you and goes, "Aye, we're going for Hedge Run."
Oh, sweet. That's where me and my crew are going. You mind if we tag along?
Okay, fare is 2 silver per person.
Fair enough.
Can't just take you for free.
I toss a gold.
Is this covering
But-
5 of you?
And then I toss, and then I'll be like, yeah, I toss a gold, and I go, I'll give you. I mean, I kind of like pull out 2 silver, and I like hand it to him as we're walking.
And he
Sorry.
thank you, sir. And he puts
Oh,
it
my
in like
shops.
he has a little pouch like tied to his belt. He unties it, opens it up, plops it in, and goes, "You're free to take a seat in the middle cart or walk alongside. We will pick up pace towards the night before we bunk down, just to get a little bit farther. But free to do anything. And I'll give you a silver back per person if we were to confront any sort of trouble along the way, and you handle yourselves without letting any of the product and or individuals traveling with us to get hurt." So
Well,
Sounds
they
like
are.
a deal.
They
Yeah,
are
they
well
better have
equipped for
money.
that. So
he like looks around the group and goes, "They are. Weirdly,
the
why?
God, my gods. Do you know who
Your
I am?
gods.
Come on, you may have seen my
Here we
posters
go
He's like
again.
all
racking
across the
his
town.
brain. He's just like he's
The
just
Valks is the greatest
There's
bard
a-
ever.
Oh, are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
Okay. He like right. Valks is the greatest bard ever. Well, Mr. Greatest Bard ever, welcome to a caravan in the Dithronian Kingdom heading for Hedron. Hopefully we can appease you with comforts, Your Highness.
Wow, you actually. Wow, thank you.
What?
Okay.
He looks at the other guy of the card and he's like, fucking.
Whatever. It's fine. You don't need to know. I'm not.
It was said with the most sarcasm possible.
Oh yeah. He's still like,
Yeah.
He called Your Highness and he's like,
you.
oh, thanks. And he's like, okay.
Valxis.
Say.
What does it say?
I can't
tell what
see
it
it.
says.
Don't worry,
I
it's
can't
Mason.
see
The
it.
numbers.
Numbers.
What are the Masons?
What? Who else is in the middle carts with us?
So are you guys all hopping into the middle cart?
Bard ever.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
It's-
anybody else walking beside, or
I mean,
Are we
I
all
will.
in
one of the
I'm
guards
sitting in the
is
middle
walking
cart.
behind,
walk.
just like straight. It's early. It's still kind of early-ish in the morning, so like one of them is still like just walking along. All right. You ask him, he'll be like, all right, later. Just gotta stretch the legs a little bit before we get going.
I
but-
sit in the middle cart and I just start playing the guitar. My
Ben will walk.
Okay.
I'll sit with
But in the
Valxis.
middle cart, you do see the woman and her child. The kid is giddy at Valxis playing his instrument, and she's kind of just like, "Whoa, Mama!"
I give him a smile.
Hey, do you see his wings? And she's like, "Shh, you can't talk about someone's wings.
don't talk about someone's wings like that."
Just be quiet and enjoy the performance."
Opal will just jump up into the middle cart and sit across from the kid.
He's like trained in on the performance. Then he just goes, "Mom, there's a kitty." And she's like, "Shh, that is a person. That's not like the kitty we have at home. It's different." "But how? It's a kitty. Do you see how she's wearing clothes? She's a person. She can talk." "What? She can talk? Do you think?"
This is
Just
great.
meow at them.
Yeah, she just meows instead.
"Do you think?" Do you think that Furball can talk too? No, Furball can't talk. He's not that kind of cat. But what if we put clothes on him?
If we put clothes on him, maybe we can
Honey,
talk.
that's not how it works. Just shh and listen to the man playing the instrument. We're just getting started. It's gonna be a long couple weeks, okay? But Mom, I want Furball to talk.
Chloe, it's so...
Oh man, it sure is.
It's gonna be a whole. There's another man who's kind of keeping to himself with his arms crossed, just sitting there. He's not grumpy or anything, but he's kind of dozing off, like he woke up a little too early for this. Expected the caravan to leave a little earlier. He's got like a cloak. His hood's over his head, trying to like cover his eyes so he can sleep without being in the broad daylight. Nodding off, and you see him like snap to every once in a while and then doze off again. Like I said, there's two what seem to be young adult men. They both have short swords and wooden shields. Short swords by their sides, wooden shields on their back. They seem kind of excited, like, and if you listen on any of their conversations over the duration of like the next hour, they're like, "We're gonna be heroes, man. We're gonna defend this caravan. That's the first step, man. That's the first step. And then we're going straight to the top. They've never seen adventurers like us before, man." And he's like, "Yeah, bro, I know what you're talking about, dude. We're gonna get attacked by like giant spiders or something, and I'm gonna stab one right in the eye, and then they're gonna tell my story for years." And they're just like, the two of them are just geeking out over this, over like being heroes and adventurers who are guarding a caravan.
It's
I
very
keep
clearly
them
their
in-
first
I
time they've
keep-
left their homes.
Yeah, they
I keep them in mind so that I can write stories about them.
Okay. So they there's the other two guys. So that's three guys, the woman, the kid, and then you have a guard on the ground walking on the right side, next to middle cart, and a guard kind of younger than you'd think, like teenage boy who seems a little nervous, but also has instead of a short sword and a shield, he has like a pitchfork he's carrying with some cheap leathers. But other than that, it's just the 4 pilots operating these motor vehicles.
Non-motor vehicles.
Yeah.
Maybe.
These motorized horse carriages.
How many horsepower do you say this caravan
At least
has?
6 horsepower.
At least 6.
At least 6. When they really get going, and you squint your eyes, they're a little blurry. Maybe 7.
Oh, okay.
7 horses here? Jeez.
7
horsepower.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
wait, isn't like 1 horse like not actually 1
It's not a
horsepower?
I don't
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
know what horsepower is. What do you think I am?
Well, back in the
Well,
day.
They explain it in physics like a horse.
Back in the day, a horse used to be
Why do they call
this
it a
much
horsepower if it
horsepower.
doesn't count it by 1?
I mean, it depends.
it-
How much power does a horse have?
It makes it sound
1
so much
horsepower.
better.
Should
Oh.
be 1 horsepower.
Well, it's different based off of each horse. It's just they measure on how much they can pull.
What type of horse?
Yeah,
are
that's kinda
you
like-
talking about the
It's-
I mean,
carriage?
that's
it's
cars,
not
right? If a
accurate.
car has like 200 horsepower, you would expect it to be able to. You would expect it to be able to pull the same
yeah.
as 200 horses, but I'm sure it couldn't.
The
So
average
it's
is like
it's being able to
1
pull
horsepower is
1
15
horse.
horsepower.
Wait, did you
Yeah,
say
1
1 horsepower is 15 horsepower?
1 horse is 15
The horse
horsepower.
is on wheels,
It's
and
based off
we
of,
have to pull the horse.
So can a horse
based
carry
off of physics.
15 horses?
Not 15 horses, but it can carry like whatever that is worth
Noah's losing it.
translated to.
I'm like, what are we doing?
No,
here,
okay.
man?
So, is there anything specific you guys are trying to do as you start your travel?
Ben, you said you were walking, right?
Ben is walking.
I'll walk.
Jen is gonna walk, with him.
Okay. So the 3 of you were walking. Drell, are you walking? Or are you hopping up on a cart?
I'm in the middle car with them.
Okay. Middle cart's starting to get a little cramped because you guys aren't like, you guys are not shoulder to shoulder, but you're close enough.
Opal's
yeah.
taking up an entire seat that is meant
There
for
are
a
no
normal sized human.
seats. You're sitting on sacks
Seat.
of grain.
Yes.
Yeah. But
She's not. She's just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys are trying to do specifically or talk about specifically as this caravan heads off?
Hey, you said 100 years, right?
Who are you
Ben.
talking
Ben?
Ben?
Yeah.
about? In relation to what?
Like knowing those people that are somehow connected to our lovely bard.
We don't remember exactly when it was, but
Wait, why'd you say we?
no reason. Just normal.
Okay. So, all right, 100 years. Huh. Just traveling. You're just a traveler.
Aaron, how good of a memory would your character have?
Pretty well if he's pretty vindictive.
He said hundreds. He said hundreds,
hundreds?
not 800.
Oh, okay.
What
Oh
the
my God,
fuck?
you're finally awake.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Yeah.
You were trying to cross the
Hundred.
border.
So just imagine that cart, except for instead of like
You and that thief
benches,
over there.
it's just sacks
And we're
of
not
grain.
prisoners.
Yeah, and you're not
And we're
tied
not
up.
prisoners.
Yeah. Hey, you.
right.
You're finally awake. Sorry,
So
go ahead,
that-
continue.
You were that thief that got caught trying to cross the border.
Did you read up on that,
Damn,
or
folks.
because you were around for when a settlement was established? It seems like you've been around.
Well, we have been around for a while.
Who is we? You keep saying we.
It's
You're
hard
hearing
to
this, right,
explain.
Aphelion?
Are you guys all walking together on one side?
Yeah, just
I'm
like shoulder
assuming
to
so.
shoulder, one side.
Okay.
So we.
We.
All right.
I'll
Simple as that.
orientate myself on like the very outer edge of like
Okay.
walking. That's about it. Just keep an eye out.
Which side are you guys on?
In my head image, I have like the caravan heading
I'm feeling
up,
like
and
we're
then
on
we're
the
on the
left
left
side.
side,
Yeah.
and then
Well, my brain went the exact
Alright.
opposite side, but okay.
Hive mind.
I
was
didn't
thinking
pick
right
a
side as
side.
well.
I didn't pick a side. I was just like, yeah, they're just there. They're on A side.
A side. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are on the left side. Opal's just kind of sitting on the very edge of
If you
one of the
want genuine
grain sacks or
positioning,
something.
if you want genuine positioning of the carts, if you were facing the back of the cart, so like cart's going forward and you're behind it, Valxis is on the left side of middle cart, woman and kid. That's the front part of the cart, and then whoever sat next to Valxis, which you said you were going to sit across from the kid, so you'd be right next to Valxis,
Yeah.
and then the two would-be heroes and the guy sleeping.
Okay.
And then there's one guard on the right, and the dude with the pitchfork is in front of the three of you that are walking. The kid with the pitchfork, I should say.
So it's very lopsided.
Right now,
Of
there are
who's
four
walking.
people walking on the left side, and two people walking on the right side. One side to the right side of the front cart, one to the right side of the back cart. There's no one walking in the middle. You three are walking sort of like next to the horses of middle cart.
So when you say we, is there like a group of people of you who go around and help build like cities like Sedrock? Or
no. It's been around for a while.
Been around for a while. What about you, Aphelion? What have you been up to? You're wandering.
Also, Drell, if you said you weren't walking, you're next to Sleeping Man. I realized I left
That's
you out.
actually reminded me of a question I wanted to ask earlier. So if the journey from Belloc to Sedrock,
Hedron.
or excuse me, to Hedron, or what's the location that was like 1 to 2 weeks? It was Sedrock.
Well, no.
No,
So
Hedron,
it's roughly 1 to 2
Gotcha.
weeks, depending on how fast you're going. From Belloc, you have to go slightly west along the road, and then north to Hedron, and then it's an additional week to go from Hedron across to Sedrock in the hills.
Okay. So from Belloc to Sedrock's like 2 weeks. So I was probably
That's if you were traveling by foot. Caravan,
Yeah.
depending on how fast they want to go, could be faster.
So
than
my
2
question
weeks.
for this would be, it would probably have been
You
more
took a
than
month to a month and a
3
half to
weeks.
get to Belloc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
changed it. I realized it. So you would have taken a month, maybe a month and a half to get to Belloc. But you were also traveling alone, and it's much easier to travel alone and faster to travel alone than it is to travel with a group of people.
Mhm. Well, Jin, for the most part, I've been traveling for the last about month or so from the west.
You don't know where from, just from like the general direction west.
Well,
He
Just
just wants
from the-
specifics.
if you really want to know,
I mean, we're traveling with a month together, so
there's this desert. I don't know what the name was, but I I had to cross a desert. It was not fun to say the least, but my village where I'm from is high up in the mountains of that desert.
cool.
Jin, you've traveled enough through the Dithronian Kingdom that the only desert and the only mountains in the desert, you can see from most of the travel on the Dithronian Kingdom. You can, you look out west, and it's, on the horizon is sand and sandy mountains, rocky sandy mountains.
What's travel like that like?
It's actually a lot of fun. It took a little bit to get down the mountain, but after that it was a lot of fun. And if you really want to know, I might be able to show you exactly the direction of my village at night when the stars are out, given if it's a good night.
Are you from
Okay.
Celestis?
I think that's what most people call it. I was
What do I know
never
about
really
Celestis, Corey?
I never
what I
really
know about that?
paid attention. Mostly just
I didn't think so much stuff was going to come up at once. Hold on.
Lore, lore,
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah.
or
AJ, did I tell you about Celestis?
I love having a
It's
lore
on the map,
master.
so I assume.
Oh, yeah. The map is meta knowledge.
Yeah, when I first looked at that map,
AJ, you never would have climbed. I don't think you would have climbed one of the desert mountains. I don't think you'd have a reason to.
What kind of animals you got out in the desert?
So retcon, you don't know what Celestis is.
Well,
yeah, map is meta knowledge. If there's something you specifically want to know, if you know, just DM me and I'll say yes or no. But map is meta knowledge for all of you.
Mostly scorpions and other small things, and that's why I wear these boots. And the boots go about like just below knee height. It helps with avoiding those smaller creatures to get in, because they are those are buggers.
Yeah. So not a hunter or anything. You just into stars and traveling.
Mostly. Well, when you put it that way, it definitely doesn't sound like too much, but it's enough for me.
The stars tell you anything, or are you just like looking at them?
Sometimes they do. I haven't been able to. I'm still learning on how to read their messages that they have, because they do carry messages. I'm just not as skilled as other members of my tribe. But yeah. Did you hunt whatever that is?
This? Yeah, it's a trophy.
What is it?
A moorbounder. Like a panther big cat. The real
You actually see that on the part of the hood, there's actually these white tusks that come out and wrap around the top of it. Let me show you. I can show you guys what this hood looks like. Keep talking. You guys can keep going.
Yeah, they're real aggressive. This one's like a pack leader, so got myself the big one.
They seem oddly what's the word for it? Adorable? In a weird way.
Huh.
Opal's like
Never
giving
really-
side eye the entire time overhearing this conversation from the other side of the cart.
Rip cameras for half a second.
I never really viewed these things as
There you go. If you guys want to
adorable.
look in handouts,
They're more of like
that's what he's got. His hood is the head goes over like the top of his forehead, and then it's just black cloak, black pelt all
Swamp
the way
cat.
down. It's not
They're,
swamp. This thing is huge.
I would not call them
Swamp
adorable.
panthers.
They will maul you. And nothing funny to joke
small
around
is
with.
not the word I used to describe a moorbounder.
I said a swamp.
Oh, I think it's small. Yeah. Swamp. Yes and no. Depends. But yeah.
Swamp panthers.
Swamp panther.
They're all
That's what I
right. I mean,
thought.
they're,
By
they're
the
interesting
way,
creatures, but
you guys would know that the desert. I forgot to throw the name on it before. Those of you who are not from the mountain, Aphelion, you wouldn't know what people generally call it, but you guys would call it the Barren Gritlands. So when he says he's from the desert or he crossed a desert, he crossed the Barren Gritlands.
okay.
Just thought I needed to throw that out there because definitely didn't forgot to put it on the most recent updated map. Which I am going to keep updating that map, but it's again meta information for the most part, besides big areas.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue your conversation.
So we were talking about the hood. That's what it was.
Yeah. They're kind of common around my area. They're kind of like a pest. So you got not eradicate them, but you gotta handle them.
It seems a little bit big for just a pest.
Yeah.
How many of them have you run into?
Do you need me to answer that for you?
I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, think of it as like a pack. So packs vary in sizes. This one was a pretty decent size pack.
Aaron, to your memory, whether or not you reveal this or not is up to you. There were 6 total in
Yeah,
your pack, but
yeah.
the one you killed was,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, packs change in sizes. So I would say I'm pretty confident in handling these things. Why do you ask? You interested in animals and?
Well, I just, for the most part, I don't really know too much. This is my first time being away from home. And,
Oh wow! It's like not even. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What made you want to leave? Just traveling?
Well, over time and a lot of years, I eventually learned that there was not a whole lot left for me there, and I wanted to see more before anything else happened. Might have been stuck there forever if I stayed.
Bigger and better things.
Yeah. And to be honest, like I said before, for this whole Valxis thing, I don't really know anything about him. Just I've only learned of his name just recently, but I don't know. I kind of just felt this weird compulsion to come here. It was the first place that I could see from the mountain.
Yeah, I don't know much about him either, but I'm getting paid to fight people, so good money. It'll be a good time. Something I enjoy. Since my companion won't want to just push anything, he just wants to just see everyone happy, but see me happy is not gonna happen.
You're traveling with a person who wants to make everybody happy, but you're not happy?
I really want to fight him, but he's reluctant to fight me.
Well, why not say that you'll be happy if he fights you?
Trust me, I've said that. I have. I get really happy when I fight other things. I'm surprised he hasn't picked up on that either, but one day, hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't want to kill him or anything. I just want to fight him. I just want to see.
Does he have another sense of control when he's fighting? That's one of the things I wanted to talk about last night. He punched a man in the chest last night.
I know. And punched a guy's head like top, bottom, jaw, unhinged, crushed his skull.
So where does his extent or his willingness to put joy into other people, what's the limit for that?
Dude, I don't know. And to be honest, it feels like it's a different person when he's in that state. And then he goes right back to normal and pretends nothing happened.
I mean, is he okay? That shouldn't, unless I've never really had any or heard of anyone just flip between those two emotions so fervently.
I don't know. You tell me. To be frank, I've only really known him for like 2 weeks, so
2 weeks.
He calls me his friend. He's not bad. He's strong, and I'll give him that. But I still really just want to, just one time, just know.
Well, all right then. I don't have any advice for that. It seems like it'll be your own business, but I suppose we should try and keep an eye out, just in case anything happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything during this first stretch of travel? Anything specific? Okay, those are keeping an eye out. Those who are keeping an eye out, roll perception checks for me.
Nope.
Are we doing watch? Is that what we're doing? Or
no, this is just keeping an eye out while you guys travel.
Okay.
On the caravan.
Yeah, the only thing Opal's really doing is just like watching off the side of the cart and like looking at bugs and stuff.
That's a 5.
That's a 19.
That's a natural 20 for a 26 total.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a 9.
Too busy into the music.
Is there anything over the next, say, 3 days anyone would be trying to do specifically or talk about? Besides idle chatter. Because I'm not going to roleplay 2 full fucking weeks of travel.
No.
Imagine that. Imagine
doing that on a boat.
Oh, man.
Imagine getting punched in the face.
Bell rung, and then imagine that.
So, So I'm gonna keep those perception checks for now, but you guys go 3 days completely without issue. There are a few hours during the day where the pilots maneuver the vehicles very quickly, and by that I mean double pace for a short duration of time, just so you guys make time pretty well. After 3 days, you guys are just winding down your day of travel, and you enter a small stretch of woods that the path continues on rather easily. And Aphelion, with that perception check, it hits 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. The night sky has come over, and you notice a light out in the woods, seemingly from a low-burning campfire or something along those lines.
I suppose I would go and wake up.
No one's asleep yet.
Oh, no one's asleep. Okay.
7 o'clock at night. No one's asleep yet.
Okay. Day's travel. Guys? There's something out there. Is that one of ours? I'd like to take a closer look, but I'm not really a quiet one.
So when he points it out, it's like there's a stretch of trees on either side. You guys are it's a nice woods. It's not like it's intimidating or anything. You're not like going through like curved branches or whatever, but you are heading through. And as he points it out, you look through the trees, and you guys do see in the distance, it's a good ways out, like a glimmering red glow in the woods.
I can go look at it if you want to come with.
I mean, is it anything we should really be concerned about? People camp out here all the time, I'm sure.
It might just be worth it to just check and see if everything's all safe. I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I'll just go. You guys stay here with the cart. I'll just run over really quick. I'm small. No one will be able to see me.
Well, call for help if anything goes wrong then.
This is the woods we're talking about. There's gonna be wolves, bears, whatever. I'll go with you just to be safe.
That's fine. I'll
Are
just
you guys
stay in
telling
a
any
tree
of the
or
caravan rider or pilots?
The
or
pilots.
Are you just going?
If Opal goes on ahead, I can start letting the other riders know.
Pilots.
Okay,
Pilots.
hold on 1 second. One second.
Waiting on the GM.
Yeah. Where's the call everyone to board button?
It'll be in the board panel, like when you go to it should be at least, where it's like, here are all the boards, and then summon players to this board. Should be on the left.
I know you're here, AJ, but I don't see... Oh, campaign and board settings? No.
You have to
Players,
place a
summon
marker
players
in
to
the
board.
GM.
Boom.
Oh, there you go.
I have to bring all your
Ta-da!
tokens onto the board too. But 1 second.
Ta-da!
This is the hard part, because when you have unique tokens, you can't have them on more than one board at a time. They get TP'd, which is very frustrating. So I'm pulling all your tokens in. Don't worry. Kitty Cat. Valxis. And Jitten.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quickly.
Okay, you're fine.
Wow, this is nice.
How the fuck does the filter work? Oh, you have to hit enter. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys some slight visuals. Cart. Oh, whoops, that's backwards. Cart. While she's gone, I can also do... Horse. They're facing the wrong way. I'll turn them the right way in a second. And then... See, this is the thing about Tailspire that I can't really do with Roll20 is get all this set up prior to a session.
Yeah, I can. Just have to hide it.
You guys in here, I'm saying. I didn't think about the carts in the caravan I made up on the spot. That wasn't supposed to be a thing. Pilot. Yeah, I said we had 6 horses. Pilot, and then Pitchfork Boy. Just imagine him younger. And then a bunch of little baboos.
Is it called a coachman?
Yeah.
A coachman.
I mean, theoretically, all of these wouldn't be relevant in the map, but. Oh, fuck. Did I pick up a piece of the floor? I did.
How dare you?
Is it alt spins them?
Yeah, alt spins them.
It's got that huntsman advantage. The higher ground. Jeez.
You guys don't have a torch lit.
No.
How dare you?
I specifically made it bright enough so you wouldn't need torches. Okay. It's a lot of tokens.
Yeah, Aphelion, do you want to let the guards know that there's something up ahead and we're gonna go look, or do you just want to
We'll let them know as Opal's
The dungeon's on stop?
Follow
Oh, there we go.
her.
Okay. So,
I have returned.
you're going to go off by yourself?
Oh, Jin's gonna help her.
Okay, so you're both going off into the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
I'm going to need a stealth roll from both of you.
Who's the head driver? Pilot?
Teamster.
This boy.
Pilot.
Pilot.
Sir.
15.
Make my way over to him. There seems to be something in the woods nearby. Over in that direction, and I'll point to
My
where I
dice
see the
didn't roll.
Pick it up and roll it again.
It won't let me.
The one that's down here? Oh, yeah, I see that. I can't remove it either. Yeah,
Oh.
just roll another one.
Yeah, that was weird. It like disappeared for some reason. I don't know. That's a 21.
Okay, so 15 and a 21.
Wow.
Opal wants to like climb the trees and kind of like hop through the trees quietly if she can.
Okay.
To get a like overhead view. If Jin wants to stay like on the ground and get a different view that way. I
Okay.
see Panther.
So,
He's back there.
you guys have tokens if you want to move them towards the light.
Tons of them.
So, Jin and Opal, you guys sneak through the trees. Jin, you're on the ground. Opal's in the trees.
Yeah,
Bouncing
he's
between
staying,
tree
like,
to
in
tree.
the trees. Yeah.
And
She's in the tree. Literally, just in the tree.
Yeah. So you guys are stealthing through and moving towards the trees, or through the trees and towards the light. I need both of you, when you get up to it, to make a perception check.
I can't even remove that dice either. Even if I click on it. That's weird.
Yeah. 3.
Perception. Perception, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Why are there two
Three's
dice up
better
in
than
there?
2.
I don't know why I threw
Who's
that so
moving that
far,
other
but that's a
die?
19.
Who's got
I
another die?
clicked it
man?
and I
Just drop it and
I'll
get rid of it.
hold it. I'll just hold it until I have to roll something. You're all. Oh.
So, there was a 19.
Yeah.
Jin, you just see a camp, right? There's fire in the distance. You see that it's probably from a campfire. You see a tent, and you're like, oh, it's just a camp. Like, we're fine. Opal, from an aerial view, you look out, and next to the fire on the ground seems to be blood.
Okay.
If you want to investigate further, you're gonna have to get closer.
Okay. Let's see.
Fire is burning pretty normally, like someone's been stoking it.
Yeah, so somebody would have been there already and has been there recently.
Mm-hmm.
She sees the blood. Would she be able to see anything more if she climbed down the tree?
You would have to make a different check, another check, to try to see like into the tents or whatever. But from up here, what you see are the two tents. You see, stoked fire. There's a couple. There's actually a bedroll laid out. The blood's also on the bedroll.
How far around in the general area can she, where she is in the tree?
You have how much dark vision? 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, the both of us.
I mean, like from tree coverage and stuff. I don't know if you wanted to.
60 feet dark vision. You look out. You don't really see anything outside of the firelight. The firelight's messing with you. You do have dark vision, but the firelight's making it so it's like a mix of your vision. It's hard to see.
It's like when you wear night vision and like light gets
bright.
in.
Yeah.
But you do see as you look over towards the tent that's ahead of you, like the one that looks like it's got the pelts at the top. More blood coming out of that tent on the floor. But all you can see is the tents. You see a couple bedrolls, some like logs set aside for benches, and a fire that is a normal fire.
Okay. I don't know how
It's just a
far.
camp.
I don't know how far back Jin
Are you
is.
saying that
Is
out
he
loud?
like underneath of
Yeah,
me?
he's like whispering it.
To who?
Opal.
She is in a tree like
I'm in a
40
tree.
feet above you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey,
she is
it's
not
just a
next
camp.
So you're yelling that
Don't
out?
yell.
Are you yelling it out? I need to know.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. You just hear Jin below you. Hey, it's just a camp.
Me and my fellow companions, we're going to investigate a light over there, and I pointed out to the head driver.
Okay.
Just
They
be on alert
halt
while
they
we go
halt
out.
the cart and say, "We'll wait for you to get back. Just be quick. I want to try to get out of these woods before we, rest for the night."
Indeed, and I'll head off in a.
Are
I'll
you
stealthily
stealthing or
head
no?
off. Yeah,
Stealth?
I'll head off
Roll stealth.
stealthily.
He's stalking us.
Aaron, you have effectively broken stealth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just for him.
Stealth is +2.
Jin would just think that it's
Yeah,
just a 10, so it
more than
doesn't
I
matter.
expected. 14.
14? Okay.
Okay.
So Opal, Jin yells up to
Is
you
he?
and breaks stealth.
He's directly underneath of me.
In the
No.
brush,
Right?
sort of near the tree. Where are you? Where's your token?
Yeah. Where are you?
He's gone. His stealth is too high.
You're
Oh,
way
there he is.
back here? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
Well,
just
then I
pointed
would-
out is that he wouldn't get any closer because he just sees a 10.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't
Okay.
have heard you anyway. I'm up
Yeah,
here.
so you yelled it out into the nothingness. She's like 40 feet ahead of you and up in a tree. So it's just yelled out into the nothingness. You just hear Jin from the back just yell out, "It's just a camp!"
Oh, so
you're still right
she
above it.
probably would think that he's yelling towards the.
Yelling towards you.
Oh. Okay.
He lost you in the
Alright,
trees,
well-
but he knew you darted off towards it. He can't
Yeah.
see you right now.
Mm,
You stealthed, and
Right.
you technically also stealthed from him. So,
okay.
Aphelion,
I'd like to make.
you would have walked up right as he yelled, so you're still sort of stealth, but he's like right in front of you, just kind of like,
Ugh.
just a camp.
Hey,
Okay. Well,
Hi, is everything all right?
it's just a camp.
Where's
it's just a
Opal?
camp. I'm
Ran
gonna
off
I'm gonna
that.
make my way back and kind of hop along the trees to come back and try to find you guys.
Okay.
And relay the info about the blood.
Okay.
That I saw.
Did you see
I was in the
anything else
treetops
besides
and
the
there
blood?
was there's blood everywhere. There's this tent that has some pelts and there's blood coming out of it, like a lot of it. I don't know if we wanted to look, but the fire's going, and it looks like somebody's been here recently. So I don't know if it's just
Yeah.
like maybe a hunter or what.
Probably a really bad one if he wanted to
Oh.
skin his kill at his tent and just bring other ones.
Oh, that's true.
Opal, you would have
Yeah.
seen that the tent had pelts at the top, not because they were like freshly harvested pelts, but because they were part of the tent.
Yeah, she didn't really specify. Just
Yeah.
there's a tent with pelts.
Okay.
That's all she really says.
Okay. I just didn't know if I misconstrued that or not.
No.
I doubt he cleaned his kill by his camp. So if someone,
So you
or,
think
I'm sorry,
everything's fine?
no, nothing. It is
You
not
guys
fine,
have now
no.
all three effectively broken stealth, by the way.
Which is fine.
It's not fine. I don't know why there'd be a large pool of blood there, especially as like a hunter. So we probably should go look at it.
Okay, but I suppose just keep your guard up.
We can get the others too. I mean,
Yeah, go get your friend. He might be
I
good.
don't see why we need to have everybody come look at some blood. There needs to be some people staying with the caravan.
yeah, they got guards of
If
their own.
there's blood, I would assume that there's a source of the blood.
And where's Valxis?
Where is Valxis?
I'm
Exactly.
Still with the cart?
still with the
Okay.
cart.
Well, the three of us can go look at it then and just.
Opal's
report
like
back.
trying to convince him to like not bring everybody else over and make a big deal out of everything because she just likes to go do things on her own.
Okay, let's go check out the camp.
It's not
right.
working.
Okay. Ben, Drell, and Valxis, are you guys doing anything with the caravan while you're waiting?
Probably not.
Do you,
No?
I look at the caravan. I go.
Just
I
keeping
go.
an eye out for
Do you-
ambush.
Do you want me to play like ambiance while we're in this like scary? Like I could play some like.
No, we don't want you to play ambiance while we're sitting here. If it's something wrong, we don't want to draw attention to the caravan. There are kids here.
You're right. I
Are you
shouldn't.
daft?
No, I'm Valxis.
No.
Oh my god.
Lord,
So
they really
yes,
need
that's
to
the
teach
answer.
your theater kids something useful.
Theater kid.
Eat it.
Also,
Dare you?
One man's
theater
perspective
kids.
has racked your brain.
At least he didn't call you poor.
Oh, you better not fucking
Okay,
call me Paul.
so you three investigating the site. What are you specifically, as you guys step up to the campsite, what are you guys looking for specifically?
You said that there was some blood near the campfire and then more blood near the tent. Is that what you said?
There's blood near the campfire on top of a rolled out bedroll, as well as
Okay.
coming out of the tent with the pelts laid over the top.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the blood doing in the pelt tent?
Blood for the blood god.
Are you guys
It's
investigating?
obviously blood for the blood god.
Yes.
For the bone
yeah.
throne.
Okay.
She would like point out where she saw the blood, and then everybody would probably
Okay.
go over.
As you, Aphelion, as you start making your way towards that tent, I need you to make me a perception check as you pass the campfire. So back your token up
Passed.
a little bit.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Right there. Is that good?
Yep.
Or,
20.
yes, 20 total.
You hear the sound of eating, like ripping
Ugh.
into meat coming from that tent at a distance as you're about to pass the campfire. Like
Can
multiple
I-
things ripping
I
into
am
meat.
going to back away slowly and as quietly as I still can.
Give me a stealth check.
Please stop. Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
15.
Is
You
the
quiet-
bedroll on the opposite side of the campfire?
Bedroll's to
from
his
where I am?
left. It's that little. It's stretched out,
Just-
but yeah, that's the bedroll.
Okay.
So you back up quietly. Jin, what are you doing?
He walked up to this tent, the one that I'm standing by
Perception
right now.
check.
Yeah.
Imagine that tent's closed. By the way, that the
Mhm.
the cloth is across.
8.
8. Nothing. Are you gonna open the tent and look inside?
Huh?
There are chewing sounds inside the tent.
Are you opening your tent, Jin?
No.
Okay.
Because he probably would have stopped. You said chewing sounds?
From the other tent, the one you're going in, you heard nothing.
So now Jin is probably going to make a... He's going to look for tracks and see what kind of...
Survival check.
Yeah.
Mm.
With advantage on... Okay, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you get an advantage on this survival check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. As soon as you kneel down and sort of like feel your hand along the ground, your hand comes over a print in the ground. That's a wolf. And then you look around and there's another set of tracks. Another set of tracks. Another set of tracks. Another leading way from the blood. At least 4 sets of tracks.
Let's go.
Wolf tracks.
Well,
Initiative.
I think it's time to kind of back away because there's a pack of wolves here. And whoever they're eating is already gone.
Perception check from the 3 of you.
13.
16. Holy shit, my perception
Oh my
check
god.
is really
4.
high.
Nat 1. Oof.
That's pretty perception.
All right.
So,
Oops,
so
I meant to
having
right-click on
just
that.
followed the tracks with your eyes, you just barely see out from behind the bigger tree back. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Sorry. Out behind the bigger tree back. I don't know how to. I wish there was a ping. The one tree next to on the other side of the campfire near pelt
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah. The pelt tent, yeah.
You see one wolf. And then out from the tent, another. From the back of the tent, another. These are the only 3 you see so far.
Oh my god.
And the one behind the tree is looking directly at you guys and starting to snarl.
Oh.
I'm assuming Aphelion's back is face to them because he didn't
Oh,
see
his
him.
back is not. His back is definitely to them, and just because we are gonna end up entering initiative, we're just gonna enter initiative as the last one that you see currently comes out from behind the tree on the other side. We're gonna roll initiative, but we are gonna end the session there for tonight and enter in this interesting 3v currently 4 wolf based.
Wow.
I don't
fight.
see any wolves, right?
I just
Everyone
revealed them.
else
Do you guys not see them? You should
Well,
see
Oh,
them.
no,
I
but she
do,
rolled
but
a
like,
nat
You
one.
guys,
does
he
Opal
points. He
not?
points them out. So
Okay.
the way the perception roll works is kind of like he sees them because he saw them. He could just be like, guys, and then out from the tent, out from around the tree, blood dripping from their mouths. As
They
currently
smelled us a
4.
long time ago.
I would say roll initiative, but we could just wait until next session for it. I'll save your nat 20 plus 3 for next session, just so you don't lose it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna end the session there. So Noah doesn't fall asleep.
All right.
I'm doing my best.
I think you
He's
just
a
gotta stop
sleepy
turning your
boy.
light off.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate the light
Sleepy
on,
time.
though.
But I think that's being in the darkness is what's helping to make you tired.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepier because I have my light off the entire session. Like last time I had it on pretty good. Except last session I was starving to death. So this time I made sure I ate.
Ugh.
Thankfully.
Yeah, but so far 4 wolves? That's not bad. You guys can handle 4 wolves.
4 wolves is
They're just
fine.
wolves.
3v4, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
it'll
a
be fine.
I'm just
No,
a
it's not
small
like they, have a special.
I'm just a small house cat size
Yeah, we have a cat and
cat.
yeah.
If you guys
Yeah,
scream
the cat.
loud enough, we'll hear
I look
you.
like a squeaky toy to them.